Okay.
Oh no.
For free? Was it a free weekend or something?
I don't know.
I haven't even opened
Game
up
Pass, I guess.
Oh yeah, maybe. I didn't realize that was going on Game Pass.
Oh, no.
Microsoft Flight, it sounds like.
Well,
or Chris might just be hallucinating.
No, it was there.
discounted.
I just had to try to uninstall shit to make space for it.
Well, yeah, it's like 170 megabytes or 170 gig when you're fully unwrapped and shit. It's a big game. Big game.
Yeah, this one was.
And that's not counting. And that's not counting preloading maps. if you want things to run silky smooth, you gotta preload some maps on there too.
Hey Chris, did you download that free Epic game yesterday?
No,
I did.
Did you see what I told you what it was?
It was Oddworld.
Yeah.
And Long Dark is today. I think it's the one that's on there today. Survival
So,
game.
did you guys happen to take a look at that clip I sent?
I didn't see it yet.
not yet.
Since we're waiting, I might as well.
He was super friendly. Adorably friendly.
Okay, what's my character sheet?
And that's the safe for work version too, by the way.
You okay in there?
I mean, it seemed like his reaction was justified. I would say.
Right. Up until that point, yes. It's what came after that clip. What made that sync super worth it, by the way.
Pretty sneaky for a giant fucking turtle. I'm not here.
You can't see shit.
You can't see me because I can't see you.
Exactly.
Your face in the rock.
Okay, donut. Wait, no, was that? No, that was caboose. Never mind, not donut.
Yeah, that one was a.
Yeah, get your stupid red versus blue character correctly.
It's been a while since I watched Red
Oh,
versus Blue.
dude,
Yeah.
it's been so long since I've seen Red versus Blue.
Same. I used to actually like put it on before I went to sleep. I'd wake up like 6 episodes later. Well, not 6 because like they're fucking 3 hours, but you know, whatever.
I haven't seen the last 2 seasons. I sort of fell off them.
No spoilers, please. I've only seen up to season 3. I'm so far behind.
At this point, I could give you a spoiler for one of the latest seasons, and it wouldn't make any goddamn sense to you whatsoever, so it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, with you at season 3, yeah. We
Yeah.
could tell you exactly what's happening, and you're gonna be like, that's bullshit.
It's like I mentioned the character Washington, and you're like, huh?
I know who Washington. Oh wait, I know who Washington is.
Yeah,
Good
Wash
reference.
Wash is in
That
early.
part?
Yeah, but you know of Washington. You don't know Washington.
Yeah.
Right. It's been, like I said, it's been so long since I've watched it.
Yeah.
Okay, so even if I find Flight Simulator, I don't have nearly enough space on here.
More than likely
Wait,
not.
Is Flight Sim free today?
No,
I saw
it's
it on Xbox
Game
Live
Pass.
Game Pass,
Allegedly.
Oh, the Game Pass. Okay. Okay, that's
but
different.
now I can't find it, so it maybe or maybe did not exist. Oh, there it is. Microsoft Flight Simulator on Game Pass.
$60.
Install.
Dude, Chris is about to crash his computer while playing D&D.
Yeah, if he tries to, well, yeah, she's gonna try upload. Well, it's gonna take him 4 hours to download the damn thing with his connection.
4 hours? Wow, you're really giving me a lot more credit than I deserve with my internet.
Yeah, I am generous.
How big is the game, Chris?
127 gig
I say
And that's
100.
base.
I will say my guess is 126 years for him to download.
Nah, come on. 125. Give him the benefit of the doubt.
Depends on how many different games of
125
Minecraft.
hours, 45 minutes, and 36 seconds.
Well, now let's ask, how many different games is the daughter playing simultaneously that she's not actually playing? That's because that's gonna be the limiting factor.
You mean every of the app on her phone that's open?
Yeah, every app is open and communicating with the Wi-Fi all at once, even though none of them has priority at the moment. Because that's always the limiting factor on this.
If you go and shut down whatever thing has it, then none.
Well, yeah, but we've run this experiment. He's gone from, turtle speed to at least rabbit speed just by turning her tablet off.
Uh-huh.
Hey, look, I can actually stream movies now.
Wow, it's not
Wow,
buffering every
you
10
can
seconds.
actually see
Neat.
that.
Yeah, exactly. It's not 640 by 480, and it's playing it at roughly 24 frames a second. Why didn't anyone tell me that was possible?
See, now I'm trying to figure out where all of my terabyte has gone.
Porn.
Nope, this computer has not seen porn.
That you know of.
That's what mobile's
That
for.
you,
Come on.
that you know of.
Yeah, that's true.
You should check that cache, pal. That's where it's all at.
Come on, you gotta browse incognito and then clear the cache when you're done. Come
Rookie mistake,
mean,
guy. Rookie mistake.
It is known.
on. It is the way. That
It is the way. Seriously, like, I don't have a lot on this computer. I just...
That you know of.
You clearly do. You clearly have about a terabyte. Have you emptied the recycle bin lately?
The recycle bin is always empty.
He doesn't recycle stuff.
Well, it sounds like that's a decent policy to have these days, since especially the plastic isn't actually recyclable anymore. It's technically recyclable, but nobody will do it.
Because it costs too damn much.
Ghostbusters. I have Ghostbusters on this computer?
See, this is what we're talking about right here. One of my professors in college was using. He had a way of melting down waste plastic and turning it into 3D printer filament. So he was always making his own filament. I figure if I ever get that far, that's what I'm gonna have to do too.
That'd be neat. I would like a 3D printer.
I'm probably going to claim my 3D printer tonight so I can make a cannon.
The dice cannon.
Yeah.
Make sure to say that a little bit louder for the FBI to hear you.
I'm going to claim my printer tonight so I can make a cannon.
There you go. The biggest cannon for shooting all of the dices.
Yep.
Oh! Speaking of dices, I have glow-in-the-dark dice.
Yeah, shit, what am I doing? I don't have my Torvald
Oh,
dice.
seriously?
Right?
Yeah.
I like glow in the dark dice.
Yeah. DM of my, one of my other games, Zelda, she got them for me for Christmas because that's my first ever D&D game, and they're called, Neon Rave Dice, and, let's just say it fits the character really well. But yeah, they glow, and they're freaking awesome.
Cool.
I think I meant uninstall Farming Simulator.
That is, you are just, that's just wrong, man.
Oh, for
Uninstalling it or having it installed to begin with?
No, that's a fun game as long as you don't take it seriously at all. Ever.
Ever.
It's
Like the one time the three of us played together.
Oh, no.
Plowed half of the field,
Uh-oh.
and then spent the rest of the time trying to derail the train.
No, you didn't. I think it was obviously Chris, since he sucks at driving in games. But I believe didn't he have a car go over like a bridge, and you tried to hook it
I
back out?
did fall off the bridge. That was the adventure.
And then I think you, Steve, tried to get it back out.
My ghost
and then you
spider
also
fell.
somehow got stuck on something. So
Yeah.
I brought the big
And the
giant
dice
like
case.
tiller over. And I think I actually got it to work right. I think I hit you just enough to pop it up over the railing.
You know, Chris, we still haven't tried going back into SnowRunner and seeing if we could hang a car from somebody's winch.
That is one game I am not going to uninstall, no matter how mad it makes me. And speaking of being angry, I tried to uninstall Farming Simulator, but it's loading right now, so I can't do anything. Sure does take a long time for this game to load.
Oh wait, you accidentally turned made the game start to come on.
You can force
Yeah.
quit.
I'm trying to.
Good job.
Damn it. Brandon.
What?
Does anybody else want to turn their stupid webcam on?
I don't have a webcam to turn on.
That's fine.
Mine's on in Roll20. Because my computer will hate me if I try to send it through Discord.
I was gonna try to have mine set up in both, but Roll20 won't let me turn my camera on anymore.
Probably because it like Discord and OBS and all that stuff are very, very mine.
Oh yeah.
Nobody else's. Don't like to share the data.
That is true. That is highly
No, it's like-
true.
Even with me not having anything going up on Discord at the time, just having just Roll20 up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Discord is currently at 15.4, and Firefox is at high 30s for me. That's because I have another window with a whole slew of other streamers.
You
open,
have
too.
fun.
That's fair, Keeper. Sharing is caring.
All right, slowly but surely making space for Flight Sim.
Wait, we're still waiting on SplodyMuffin.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay, so who plays Ark?
Hold
Meh.
on.
I'm here. So sorry about that.
So loud. Hold on. There we go. Say something.
I'm too loud?
Perfect. Thank you. There we go. I got you.
I got caught up in Cyberpunk and I was like, oh shit.
How's
Yeah,
volume levels,
I
everybody?
jumped out at like 15 to 20 minutes early to make sure that didn't happen to me too.
I'm like on this side quest where I'm just like running around the city trying to like hack into these terminals to find this like guy,
Off you.
and it I just got really lost.
Dude, I
Gary
think it was
Coleman.
like opening weekend or release weekend, and Sunday night turned into Monday morning, about 2 a.m.
Yeah, for real.
Before I turned Cyberpunk off, and I already have like 35.4 hours into it.
I love that freaking game so much. Regardless on all the criticism to it, it's a phenomenal game.
It's a great game. It's got some bugs.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Then again, if you've ever played Bethesda games, you're already used to that. So like,
Yeah.
I'm all
It's
good.
just like the meme I sent you guys earlier. No, Bethesda, don't do that. What?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Force
yeah.
to have it.
Supposed to have it.
That was funny as hell.
I would never mistake Cyberpunk for being a Bethesda game, because there's far too many people in that city for it to be a Bethesda. There'd be 5 people in that entire city if it was a Bethesda game.
I turned my crowd density down to medium.
So I've got
Okay,
good
I'm
news,
playing
guys.
on PlayStation.
PlayStation.
And there's not that many people there.
which PlayStation? You have to be very specific with Cyberpunk.
Oh,
The,
I
one-
meant
the one
just,
that
like,
runs it,
pretty much-
so 5 probably.
No, I just have 4. I don't even have the
man,
Pro. It
I'm
runs
sorry
just
for your
fine.
loss.
No, it runs just fine. I don't know why people are complaining so hard.
That's
Because the graphics
Honestly.
aren't like the ray traced beautiful graphics they showed in the E3 trailer. It's like,
yeah, on a PlayStation.
Duh.
four, it
It's
would be.
still beautiful.
yeah.
The graphics are way better than any game I've ever played, so
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Yeah,
I'm
I-
playing
I-
that
I'm
all
up
this
roll
week.
20,
I'm doing the stupid thing where every time I'm about ready to get into a fight, I'll go into the settings and drop the settings down so that I can run it 40 or 50 frames reliably. And then once the fight's done, then I'll drop the ray tracing back on so that I can have the pretty.
I have a.
I need a
found
hotkey for
pretty-
that.
Yeah.
I found a pretty
No.
solid where I don't drop, I don't get screen tearing or anything. I have everything set to low and medium, and then I have ray tracing turned on. And then I have DLS set to performance, I think.
Okay.
And I smooth. I
Yeah,
still get
alright.
I mean, it's not like I get the ultra super duper super realism
Right.
settings that you can get
Oh,
on a
there we go.
3090, but
my video was on this whole time. Okay.
oh, did you
Alright,
turn
so-
your webcam on?
Flight Sim.
Oh,
takes
it's that kinda day today,
127
huh?
Gig.
Oh,
Plus maps.
I've got 127.69 gig available.
Plus maps. You want to have more than that?
yep.
I
I
mean,
know.
It doesn't.
I'm-
It does. You can certainly start downloading it now, but don't try running it until you've got some buffer in there.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, I'm stuck right now. I can't uninstall Doom that I installed last week, 53 gig, because I can't for some reason. And I'm trying to make more space by deleting games. Like, so what's the difference between Ark Survival Evolved and Ark Survival of the Fittest?
So Ark Survival
It's
of the
just an
Fittest-
expansion, right?
No,
I think
no,
they
no,
use.
no,
I think
no,
they use the
no,
same
no,
install too.
hold on.
Don't they?
Nope. Hold on. I got this, fam. All right. So Ark Survival Evolved is the actual game where's the survival game, where Ark Survival of the Fittest is the competitive survival game, where
Oh,
it's timed, and you're going against other people. I think I can't remember how many per team, but it's an actual competitive game for Ark Survival of the Fittest.
Never really got
But I
into
think it-
Ark.
I think it uses the same install anyway. So
Maybe.
installing one, I don't think uninstalling survival will actually change your thing much.
well,
But I've
I'm
also been
keeping-
playing Horizon Zero Dawn. Have you guys played that game?
I've seen it.
No.
I don't
No,
have
I've watched
PlayStation.
some gameplay, but yeah, same. I don't have a
It's
PlayStation.
an amazing game.
I
Yeah, it
started
looks
it
like
and
it.
haven't gotten very far yet.
It you guys played Death Stranding?
Again,
No.
PlayStation. I don't have a
That is
PlayStation.
way. That is way too weird for me.
It's an amazing game. Incredible game. If you're a fan of Kojima products or stories, then yeah,
Pat,
you're
Please
gonna
move.
love this
I'm
game.
trying to type.
Also, they use the same engine that was used in Zero Dawn, so the graphics are like incredible. Anyway,
I know people who do play it and they like it, but I haven't played it yet.
Yeah, I mean, for the people that like that kind of game, it sounds like it's really cool.
Mhm.
I think it's maybe a little too weird for me,
For goodness sake.
or maybe it's the right kind of weird, and I don't want to admit it.
it's
I
the
don't-
type
I
of
don't-
thing that you're
I don't
not
know what
ready
it-
to try because you're afraid you're gonna like it.
I don't want to. It's like I've got so many of those doors to uber nerddom that I can't close anymore, and this would just be like the last one. I wouldn't be able to look down and say that I'm not the lowest of the low.
I wouldn't go that far. It's an amazing game.
Well, I mean, clearly the problem is with me and not with the game.
All right, I'm ready to play.
Oh
Okay,
shit!
hold on.
That's why.
This
I
is a
wanted to
test.
know-
Is this working?
Oh god.
No,
No,
it's too damn
it's
Okay.
hot.
Horrible.
When you
It
pull
is
your mic
not.
out of your throat, it'll probably be fine.
Could you stop dethroning your microphone, please?
Is this better?
No, it's not. It
Define
worked, but
better.
it's not any better.
Is the voice changer working?
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Voice changer.
Is it working? Yes. Is it better? I'm not sure that that's the word that I would use.
I forgot
It is
GTA
working as you
released.
intend.
I forgot GTA released the new island.
Yeah, that new island is garbo though, because you can only do it when you are in the heist. You can't actually go back to it later.
Oh,
I
seriously?
hate GTA.
That's, I mean, as it stands right now, anyway. Maybe they'll change it later.
I'm
That's why I
so
haven't
on
even-
the edge. Like, I don't even know if I want to have GTA installed anymore because we never play it. It would free up an ass ton of space.
Oh yeah.
Uninstall. Bye GTA. It's been fun. Let me know when you have offline content.
Yeah, right.
Dicks.
That won't happen. They can't sell shark cards that way.
Okay, is this better?
No.
Again,
Using the
define
wrong
better.
word.
Are you a Cylon now?
Oh,
Cylon.
This better? Yes, this is clearly better. All right.
Bane?
This is better, right here. I like this.
Okay, that's toxic.
you.
I think you nailed it. Whatever you're doing right now is working.
That's the one that I believe the most.
God damn it! Now I want to watch Batman.
I mean, you don't need a voice modulator for that one. I'm Batman. Talk like this. I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
She's over there. Thanks.
Oh.
Bane.
So, uninstall GTA. I went from 127 gig available up to 298.
I'm Batman.
Huzzah!
Wow. Over 100 gigs. Wow. But that, wait, was that almost 200?
Yeah. So
Wait,
Ark.
what?
So if
No,
do you
holy
play Ark
shit.
still, Chris?
Hold on. Hold on.
I would. If you're not playing Ark, I would uninstall.
No,
Ark.
he's destroying his damn computer because he's doing too many things at once and not paying attention.
Absolutely. Yeah. He's trying to get Microsoft Flight Sim.
He uninstalled something he didn't want to now.
That sucks to be him.
No, I clicked update for Elite Dangerous and it's uninstalling it.
So that was
Fucking
not the
quad.
update button.
Yeah, clearly that was not
Update
the update
and
button.
uninstall both start with the same letter. I can see
Because-
the confusion.
Yeah, right.
I updated it yesterday and it did not uninstall for me, so I can confirm as of yesterday. Maybe it does something different
It's a
today.
new
I don't know. It dropped overnight.
Looks like I'm reinstalling it. Motherfucker.
So
Well, at
unlike
least
Chris-
now you know it'll be updated by the time it's done.
That's true.
So, I mean, you got to the same area, just a different route.
You also, at least you didn't nuke your character because you can't do it that way.
Thank God.
Don't thank God, thank Elite Dangerous.
right?
No, I'm not thanking Elite Dangerous because
You're the
No,
one that
wait, no.
uninstalled it. Don't be mad at Elite Dangerous.
no, I'm
Oh.
thinking of another game that was a dick recently. So,
So what do you guys think of my sweater?
do you have a sweater?
It looks like a llama. Oh, it is a llama.
And it has bells.
What's going
Oh
on?
God.
Where
I
are
was
people seeing
also
the llama?
Saying that
Fortunately-
because you could barely see the llama on your sweater, but you could definitely see the llama behind
In the
you.
background, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there
But
we
also
go.
there's a llama on your sweater too, so it doesn't
Yeah.
really make a difference.
Yeah. Hi, Chris.
Hi.
And then off it goes.
Well, yeah, because I've realized when we got new furniture like a month ago, and I have found if I am reclining in any of the chairs, it really pronounces my double chin. So I very much dislike it. See, you beardy
That is
folk,
why I don't have a webcam.
you
Yeah,
beardy
that's
folk,
why you gotta
got
grow a
nothing to
beard.
worry about. But me, I have to shave for work, so it's like,
Aw, what? You have to?
yeah, I work for a bank.
Oh, even
Boss
when I
man
worked at a
says.
bank, I didn't have to shave. I just had
Well,
to
the
keep it
thing is,
groomed.
I think it's the
Mhm.
period of transition that he's worried about.
Yeah.
Exactly.
once-
I,
Once beard happens, then it's okay, but it's the pre-beard that he has the problem with.
Yep.
And that,
well,
that
and also, like, I've got bald spots all over the place, so
Oh,
it'll
okay.
grow in, and I've got.
So there's
like,
no way you can have a
spot right here.
professional looking beard.
Yeah.
just wear a
exactly.
Santa beard.
Oh, I still got a few like bald spots right here, but you know what's great about these masks is I didn't have to worry about that transition period you're talking about because normally I shouldn't
Yeah.
have a beard for work, and then all of a sudden it was just there. My boss was like, "Oh, all right, looks all right." I was like,
Yeah. Or you,
Well, if we're not
you
gonna
get a- you
start
get a
this
mask
yet,
that
I'm
looks
gonna
like
grab something to drink. BRB.
Okie dokie. Camera off. Bye bye.
Chris just start wearing a mask that looks like a beard. Paint a beard on it. Sharpie.
I just normally wear the
No,
masks
I've-
that's like the full, this whole
Back.
thing.
I've got my Sasquatch mask for work, so
How is that not a beard?
because it's little pictures of little Sasquatches walking through a forest, and it's not like a Sasquatch face. Hey, you know what else is lame?
Lame things.
Yes.
I knew that.
Okay. So, god
It's
dang
not too
it.
early for beer, right?
I mean, it's afternoon for me, so
I've got Bailey's in my coffee. We're good.
I mean, technically, it's afternoon for me as well, but only by 4 minutes.
I mean
Hey, 4
that
minutes is
still
4 minutes.
sets we're afternoon.
As long as you're only going to be driving in Cyberpunk, then it doesn't matter.
But then I'm gonna kill lots of people.
They had it coming.
I try not to drive in Cyberpunk just in general as just a rule.
I find it interesting that the cars have enough self-driving capacity to get to you, but they don't self-drive after that.
Yeah.
Once you're inside it, I've wondered if that's some kind of in Cyberpunk law. It's like, oh, you can have the cars drive themselves, but as soon as there's a passenger, you can't do it. I don't know. It's interesting.
What I
Thank you,
did
Dan.
like about the game is the driving as a passenger with like quests. I thought that was really unique, and I really enjoyed that aspect. Because a lot of games, they're always just like, you're driving. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck, I don't want to drive.
Yeah.
You drive.
Right. Well, it's like, but
And you
I
get
mean,
to view the city through the passenger window.
and
which is
even in The
cool.
Witcher, you can get roached to at least follow a road. Just, hey, horse, follow the road. So why couldn't we get the car? Hey, just
what?
follow the road.
Game was I
In
playing?
Witcher 3, that's the CD Projekt's last game. So it's like they had the horse
Oh,
following
yes,
the road tech,
yes.
but they don't have the car following the road tech.
They could have done that with the car. Yeah, that would have been smart. But then it might have annoyed people because they'd have to stop behind other cars and like lights and stuff.
You know,
That's
obey the
it,
laws
turn it
of the
off.
road.
Yeah, right.
That shit out of here.
I'm still not convinced those traffic lights actually work properly because it's always green whenever I come up to one.
They're just like, oh shit,
Oh, really?
he's gonna
It's
run
never
it
green.
anyway.
And also the crosswalks work too.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I once waited at one.
Huh.
It took a while.
it doesn't seem to work that way for me.
All right, I'm back.
Now, it's not like I obey the traffic lights in like Grand Theft Auto or anything, but yeah, I've
No.
been keeping an eye on these ones. So it's like the traffic light will be red as I'm coming up to it, but as soon as I come up to it and it switches
Right.
LOD. Yeah, it's weird.
Have you?
It's
guys
weird
ever
because
got-
like you can't really go on a rampage like you could in, you know, GTA.
That sounds
Dude,
like
the-
what
I like that.
That sounds
Dude,
like
the
Quitter
police on normal are heavy hitting.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah,
I can-
I mean, you
I-
could go on a
So,
rampage, but you're
with-
probably not going to live to tell the tale.
Right.
No, absolutely not.
Instant
could,
5-star.
I
Yeah.
what was it? I have the mantis blades, and
Same.
I was fucking up the shop, and then I accidentally, apparently, cops were involved somehow, and I got a cop, and then instantly, like 5 cops, and I'm like, just like, how many can I get through? And I did not. I got through maybe 6 before there was 20 on me. I was like,
Yeah,
"Are you
I mean, they
kidding me?"
they warn
Yep.
you about that early in the game when
The-
they've got the
Spawn out of nowhere.
drop SWAT. Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't even max tax that. It was just like regular NCPD.
Fun game.
I've gotten annihilated just by accidentally killing a civilian.
I got
in
annihilated by
country.
freaking like bank robbers or something, just walking down the fucking street. It's like I'm walking down the
So,
street doing one of the Delamain missions, and then all of a sudden I turn around, somebody shoots me, I take 2 shots, I'm dead.
Jeez.
I was on the opposite side of the street from
I
you guys.
love the
even.
Delamine quest line. It was so much fun.
Yeah,
Um,
I
still
now am a netrunner, and it's like the best thing in the world. You can hack into a camera and take out an entire complex without them ever knowing who you are.
I'm still super.
It's
I
Yeah,
have not
pretty
played any yet, so I have
Uh,
no idea what you're talking about.
So
oh, it's like
It's-
hacking the quick hacks.
yeah, I as soon as
already beat
I
the game.
had the entire map, as
Jesus
soon as I
Christ.
had the entire map open to me to go to, I immediately went out to the fringes. They're like, "Oh, what's this?" And I just started following a road. I came up on a roadblock. It was like way out there. I think it was all the way south, as far south as you can go. And I hit the barriers, and next you know, I didn't survive 5 seconds. I was like, "Oh, intruder!" Fucking blown up, just blown up. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Wait, what? I never tried to go out of bounds. That's an interesting
Yeah.
Yeah.
way
Try-
to keep
like,
you in
so
bounds.
So follow, like
Huh.
next time you're in the game, go
Yeah.
to follow the most southern highway as far as you can. It's like a
Mhm.
5-minute fucking drive, by the way. But yeah, it's
Really?
yeah.
Are
just
you
keep going.
are you outside the map zone by that
No.
point,
no,
or are you
no.
still within like the visible map?
You were still within.
not.
the
Okay,
play-
wow.
you are still within the playable map. But man, once you hit the end of the road where everything's blocked off, there's no fighting. Like anywhere out in the desert, by the way, if you're low level,
They're just trying to keep all the shit in Night City. Like,
Yeah.
nope, you're not escaping.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I can't blame
We
them.
don't want you in our city.
true.
I mean, it's like the.
You
it's
need to
like
be high level
what,
for the
Escape from LA
desert
or
if
whatever?
you start in as a corpo or
Street kid.
street kid. Yeah,
I did a street kid.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm working on street kid right now.
Already got my romance.
All right.
I think you can only romance
so.
one person in the game, though.
I don't know.
Yeah,
At a
I think
time.
I'm not that far.
everyone's in here.
I think everyone's in here.
Okay, I won't spoil anything, but I think there's only
Thank
one
you.
person you can romance.
Hello.
I don't want to hold on.
I'm not holding on to anything. Can't make me.
I'm just pacing.
Okay.
Get
So
away from my coffee, Walter.
yeah, I'm trying to get my dog. Get away, dog. So last session, we had the group meet up. The first 4 meeting up at a fork in the road. Continuing on up to the House of Redemption, where they encountered some clawfoot raptors. Partway through the fight, they had a surprise friendly with a question mark, I'll say. At least to some people, show up.
Liar, I would say.
Show up and Squish went, get out of there. And kind of took out one of the raptors. You guys took them all out, made your way to the House of Redemption Guild, got introduced to one of the co-founders, and were shown some rooms you guys could hang out at. Got a short rest. We're brought down to a feast. We're told a little bit about the guild. I know not a lot, but a little bit for now. And then we're asked to do a leap of faith, to which all of you
Which
eventually
one of us
did.
did refuse to do.
Hmm.
He eventually did it.
I know.
Initially refused. Yep.
And eventually all winding up back here in the first, or the basement floor 1 there of the guild. Ash, where'd you go?
Oh, I'm in the dining hall. I'm just
You're not
exploring.
supposed to be in the dining
Gosh dang it! Don't tell me to live my life.
You're the boss of me.
Wait, aren't we all supposed to? I thought we were all in the dining hall.
hall.
No,
No, we're all in the
basement.
dungeon.
Yeah.
We were on our way at the end.
Oh,
No,
right,
we
because
were
we went
still
to
in
the
the dungeon because that guy was going up to get somebody to come talk to us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Right,
yeah.
okay.
Antonio
yeah, yeah.
Because
refused
you
to move.
refused to move,
Yeah.
and
I remember. Okay, I remember now. We went into the dining hall, and then we went down below. Got it.
Yeah, you were in the
Gotcha.
dining hall. You came down here. This is where the teleporter room was. And then afterwards, Matterman said if you guys could come upstairs, there'd be more people that could explain some of the stuff. To which Antonio said, no, you can bring him down here.
Mm-hmm. You've had multiple leaps of faith. Bring them here.
And at least one loop of stupid. I said at least.
You did.
I wasn't going to speak for your character.
I'm pretty sure there was 5 leaps of stupid.
That might be true. From a certain point of view, that
Well-
might also be true.
Well, one of them
Yeah.
was at least was accidental. I know that.
So that one was definitely an extra stupid leap. 4 leaps of stupid,
Hey, you're
1
talking
extra
about
stupid
me.
leap.
Hey!
Finally, he entered the conversation.
All right, so
That's mean.
we ended as Matcher was about to start heading up the stairs. Goes upstairs. Once he moves.
Doop. Where'd he go?
He went up the stairs like he said he was going to.
Yeah.
Magic.
So whatever you'd like to do while you're waiting for him to come back.
So Greg seems nice. Just me?
He also
Okay.
seemed a little dead.
Well, let's not cast stones.
I think he was charming.
I was more concerned, well, angry with our host than I was paying attention to Greg, but I didn't have an issue with him.
How long is it going to take him for to come down?
See, what you don't realize is this is a real-time game, so however long
Oh,
it takes
for
you to go find whoever the fuck he's looking for, is however long we're gonna be.
Can we? Can I choose to wait like 3 hours?
The long rest situation is going to be really boring.
It's actually real time resting. You can go ahead and take a nap now.
Everybody take your nap.
Somebody just breaks into my apartment. Now you're being ambushed in the middle of the night. Congrats.
For fuck's sake.
Roll initiative.
Roll initiative, bitch.
Does a 45
Come
count?
out of this campaign.
Alright, you guys are waiting there, and about 5-10 minutes goes by.
In
and
real
then-
time.
And then you guys I mean the ones that would mainly actually no, you all would have heard the sound. You all just hear like a sound like the teleporter system that you guys have all gone through before.
Is it
Instead of
like a
coming through-
whoop or like a bloop or
You were assuming Sarah likes
Or-
to hear things. Sarah's
what's
humming.
I mean, the
teleporting
I
sound?
said I if I remember right, the last time Sarah was doing anything, she was in the corner there, kind of huddled up, not crying as much since Escher gave
right,
her
yeah,
a piece
that's
of
right.
candy.
That's right. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, she's humming to herself now.
So you guys hear a sound. It's like a kind of sound of like just people, someone coming
Like a
through. You guys
pneumatic
would have all
tube?
heard it. Sure. But instead of coming from the room that you guys came from, it comes from the room over here. And then through the door, you kind of hear some muffled voices, and the door starts to open. And as it does, you hear someone going, "I hope this isn't another one of those pranks with the the frog and the little dragon. I'm going to be really pissed if we see it's one of the." And he just stops. And you see there a pair of elven men. They look to be in like their 50s or 60s. At least that's how they look. But you also would notice that they are drow. And they both kind of stop. And the guy who was talking just goes, "Oh. So it wasn't them just trying to mess with us again."
Yeah, I've got a hammer in my hand.
He glances back at the guy next to him and goes, "She's going to be pissed at him because he didn't wait." And the guy who's still closer to the door kind of gives a little nod. They go, "Welcome."
Are you in charge of the ball pit? Because I've got some complaints. Really one complaint. That there's no ball pit.
There's no balls in the ball pit.
Some might just call it a really long hole.
Well, not for lack of trying to make it a ball pit.
That was my nickname in high school.
Really long hole.
I don't get it.
It's fine. I don't say that in game.
So the guy in the back's kind of eyeing you, Torvald, since you have your hammer out. They're like, well,
Is it his attack hammer or his kill hammer or his bonk hammer? Which hammer is it, Torvald?
Whichever hammer you said you had out.
Or is it his tink 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 hammer?
Damn it with the pertinent questions right now. No, it's definitely not the tink hammer.
Okay.
I mean,
So I'm assuming kill hammer.
that is reserved exclusively for finding secret doors. It's gonna have to be bonk. Which is a big one.
Bonk hammer.
The bonk hammer's the big one.
So,
I mean, they're drow. They deserve a bonk.
Whoa, that's racist.
Yeah.
Well, I will take this opportunity to inquire as to who they are.
So the one in the front, who's actually right next to you, Escher, he goes, "My name is Duris," and the guy behind me.
Yep,
is
not
my
gonna
brother.
remember that.
The guy behind
Alright,
me is
that's my
my brother. My brother Nadix. We're both also members of the guild, and we're
Delightful.
called here by Matrim. He said that there was a situation, and called us back.
Well, the situation may be that he's left us down here, but I don't know what he speaks of.
I did kind of murder everybody.
Yeah, that too.
And then from the teleporter that you guys came from, you hear the sound of someone coming through, but this time it's Neshik, since he hadn't come back yet, but now he's back.
So my DoorDash order arrives between false and false. By the way.
So it doesn't arrive.
Right.
Or has it already arrived?
Oh God. Schrodinger's DoorDash.
Yeah. You
Or
won't
was
know
it
until
never even
you won't
ordered?
know. You won't know. It maybe was never even ordered. Maybe that was the
I
falseness.
just said that. You can't take
Yeah.
it from me.
I was agreeing with you. I wasn't taking it from you. You
No.
made a good point. Now I withdraw my agreement. How about that? You're wrong. It was definitely ordered.
So before Nesha comes through, sees you guys still standing there, and then you guys can hear footsteps actually coming from these stairs that lead back up to the first floor. And Matrim, Sapphire, Kishara, and Frag all come down. Sapphire's actually going to come over to you, Sarah, and ask how you're doing.
Not gonna answer. She is just silent now.
So
So this has been quite the lovely adventure. Do we have any further explanation as to what we've been signed into? Or why someone decided to murder us?
And where is the pizza?
that is
Where's
in
my
Torvald.
information? A lot of things have been promised and nothing has been delivered. If we don't get an explanation soon, I'm leaving. I spent 3 days on a journey here and nobody's explained anything to us.
Neil pipes up and says, "And don't forget, we jumped to our deaths. I think we deserve
Exactly.
something."
Well, Most of you jumped to your deaths.
One of them tripped.
No, it's not that he tripped. Is that he missed on pushing someone else out.
Yeah.
Still tripped.
Yep.
I think that's fair.
He fucked up either way.
Yup.
He deserved it. That was the only deserved death here.
I can't
Well,
say
I don't know.
disagree with
I
that.
don't know if tripping deserves a death sentence, but
No,
it was
push
fun.
somebody else into death.
But trying to push somebody to their death and then getting killed in return, that is sort of poetic.
Yes.
Hey, I did not know death was waiting on the other side.
Well, you don't push somebody into a random hole.
Well, it was into a random portal, so we didn't know it was a hole yet.
It wasn't random. It was a very specific
Considered a
portal.
hole.
Well, as far as we're concerned, it was
Oh.
random.
Here's something I'm confused about. How did that Matt guy go through the portal? But then when nobody else decided to go through the portal, he like popped his head back in and goes, "Anybody coming?"
You can
Like,
ask him.
shouldn't he have
He's right
fallen
there.
to his death?
He's
Maybe
right
he
there.
has
You can ask him.
flight.
For one,
Oh.
that wasn't Matt that did that.
That was Nashik.
That was
Mhm.
Neshik, and he had actually popped through after everybody but Antonio came through.
And he didn't pop through the portal. He came down the stairs again.
No, he popped through the portal.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right. So what next? We're all waiting for explanations.
We're initiative adventure.
Turtle's mad.
So Matt goes, I needed to call these two back because they were doing some investigation on what's been happening with the rifts, the reason why we were also wanting your help. And as for why we're needing your help,
Gotta go. Be right back.
False is here.
He's about to check the box.
Yeah, he's gonna open
Is the
up
dinner alive? Is the dinner dead? We don't know until we open the box. We gotta observe it first.
Okay. DoorDash lied to me. It was
I
here.
know it didn't arrive at false.
Right?
Well, but then again,
Can DoorDash
is it a
once?
lie?
Or
Is it a lie if they told you it was false?
No.
did it exist even?
Yes, it does exist.
one sec.
Still, it's false.
Now it's time for Brandon to decide if he's false or not.
Okay, Matt.
Well,
Okay there? Knock it over my water. Okay, so yeah, he says that, so I called these two back. Well, I called everybody back, but I called these two because they have what we can show you about what we're trying to investigate and what we're asking for your help with. And Duras goes rummaging in his bag that he has and pulls out something about this big, like wrapped up in,
Bowling ball size?
like bound in, yeah, about bowling ball size, no, a little bit bigger than bowling ball size,
So
but bound up in like leather.
So it's definitely a head.
And he,
first
he
guess.
He places it on the ground in front of him and opens it up, and it unfurls. There's not a head.
Damn.
Inside there, and Antonio, you're the closest one, and plus, if you weren't the closest one, I would have had you. You would have kind of had a kind of a thing going off, anyways. The thing that you're looking at looks almost like, you would say, a black helmet with 4 tentacle-like legs.
But you said it wasn't a head.
It's one of your cat toys.
Now who's being racist?
Yeah, right.
If you're having trouble kind of remembering, Antonio, you can roll a. Would that be a? Would
Intelligence.
that be intelligence? Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I'm fucking great at that.
Yeah, see if you remember, because you're the only one that all the way would have noticed this.
You might be able to do a history, but I don't know. History.
Just
is
oh,
also
just a
still under
regular intelligence check.
What was that?
Just a regular intelligence check.
Yeah.
You guys get to see my fantastic intelligence modifier.
Look at that. That's actually a really good roll.
Yeah.
Impressed for
So
a
you
-1.
Right.
You rolled an 18.
And all you briefly have that Zach Galifianakis gif, you know. Of the,
Yeah.
connecting. And all of a sudden, you realize that this thing looks like what you had noticed had been attached to the heads of multiples of those raptors. That after the battle were gone. Because out of the 5 raptors that showed up to attack you guys, there were 4 that had these black helmet-looking things covering their faces that looked like they were strapped on.
I remember.
Mm-hmm.
But when you went to investigate one of them at the end,
Was gone.
that was gone, while there was like damage where it had been sitting.
Mm-hmm. So in my head, that's the only reason I didn't remember was because in my head it's like literally just something like this over their eyes, not like a full helmet type thing.
Yeah, it was like a helmet.
Yeah.
Okay. So then yeah, makes sense.
Almost like a bike helmet kind of thing.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And on their face, strapped down.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And like, so these things, we don't know exactly where they're coming from yet. But somehow these things seem to be causing some of these rifts.
Are they living? Or
This
is it
one's-
an artifact? Okay, but
No,
they are
they-
living creatures.
They are a living creature, yes.
What else do we know about them?
They are not easy to hit a lot of the time.
I'd like to walk
And
over and examine it.
Go ahead. Even being out in the open, they have ways of just seeming to be able to slip away from your vision, even if you like right next to them.
Through invisibility or teleportation?
As far as we can tell, neither. They just seem to.
Have we tried seeing through the magic? Like, have you tried to detect magic to see if you can see what they're using, or detect invisibility?
I mean, we have multiple here that have the ability to do that. And the couple that we've before taking them down, they never, from what we could see, they never did that. Like we've had people casting different ways of trying to detect them when they do that.
While he's explaining that, I'm like looking at the thing. What do I know? Like, what do I see? Like, do I discern any more additional information about what I'm looking at? Is it an alien? Is it from this universe? Is it from this dimension?
Roll.
Is it soft? Is it hard?
So this, it looks like the helmet part is a little hard, but the legs themselves are very soft.
You said they're tentacle-like.
Yes.
Is there any like
With
suction cups on
almost,
them?
I would say with almost like suction cups with almost hooks. that
Okay.
would make holes to grip on. Which is what Antonio had noticed was the damage.
Okay. And would I know
Right
this
to
is
that.
from our realm? I could do
I would say
investigation,
roll-
medicine, nature, survival. No, survival.
I wouldn't say survival. I would say
Arcana,
either
even.
I would say either investigation or arcana.
Okay. Both are equal to me. So we'll just say for this, I'm doing an investigation check because I don't know if it is magical or not.
Okay. So looking at it, the soft parts of the tentacles, they seem, even though it's dead, like they're not.
It's not
all
decaying.
the way there, if that makes sense. No, it's not that they're decaying, that they're like not all the way there. Like they almost seem to like shimmer in and out.
Oh, like it's not
Visibility.
all
Almost
the way
ethereal.
here, like in existence.
Yes.
Oh,
Well, the
okay.
helmet part itself is completely
Is solidly here.
Yeah, it's not doing the same thing as the tentacles are.
Okay. Have you
But I
tried
say that
dissecting these?
investigation- We have the one who's done that isn't here right now, but from whatever he's found, they just have like a seemingly, at least once they've hardened like this, they have just a simple physiology, nothing to make them anything special.
Well, I point out the tentacles. I'm like, there's nothing simple about this physiology. Do you see this? And I point out the shimmering effect.
Matt nods his head. He goes, "Oh yeah, I've seen that multiple times."
I try to take my dagger out and I try to put my dagger through the tentacles. Does it pierce the flesh or does it go through as if it's not there?
Roll a percentage die to see if you happen to hit it. As it's before it can seem to slip out. So as you go to hit, that's a 2. You go to hit, and just as you go to hit it, the part that you're
Your
aiming
dagger
for just
swings
seems
around
to-
and stabs you right in the throat.
No, that wasn't a 1. It was a 2.
It just shimmers, and you just happen to hit it just as it goes to shimmer, and your dagger goes through.
I keep it there until it shimmers back into place.
Trying to
Does it-
telebrand.
Does my dagger still through its flesh, or when it shimmers back in, or does it stay in its ethereal form?
It stays.
Okay.
As there's something in the way.
Then I would also like to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Is it glowing?
It is not. But you
Okay.
do notice that multiple people in this room are, though.
Who are glowing? Who is glowing?
Matrim is, Nadex is, Duras is, Neshik is. You're guessing because
Like-
you can tell it because of they're wearing some type of magical item, most likely.
Okay, but then themselves are not glowing, just their armor is.
No, yeah, whatever they have on is giving off. the
Okay, okay.
but they themselves are
fine.
not glowing.
I feel like if anybody was going to be glowing, it would be the 2 drow, but they wouldn't look like drow if they were glowing.
What is that? The moon elves or something that glow like purple or some shit?
No, I was going to basically just, they'd be disguising themselves.
Disguising themselves, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. All right. Well, I've conducted my investigation. I go back to brooding in the corner.
And as you start walking back, all of a sudden you hear from this room, and this room more coming in.
I also kind of scooch closer to the door.
So coming from the room that the 2 drow had come through comes a female drow in
King
black,
drow.
like chitinous armor.
Similar to the chitinous shell helmet of the creature?
No.
Ooh, snap.
Okay.
Oh.
Wielding a long sword with a shield at her side also, who comes through, gives a glance around at all of you, walks up to Matt, slaps him across the face,
Good.
and goes up the stairs.
Torvald
Cool.
will remember this.
Antonio's standing there, still arms crossed. He goes, "I already like her the best."
Yeah, same. I was like thinking, oh my god, I like her.
Can't say that wasn't deserved.
I'm now conflicted because on the one hand she slapped the one, and then on the other hand she's still drow.
And then coming
Wow,
through
it's
the
almost
other,
been drow.
coming
We're
through
in
the
the
other
Forgotten
doors,
Realms. It's completely justified.
coming through the other doors, there are two people that come through.
Maybe.
No, it's completely justified. I win.
So through the top two doors, two people each come from each of the rooms. Also, coming from the top right-hand room, you see right here an older male Tortle.
Hey, family.
Next to
Racist?
him, next to him, a figure that looks like at one time he had been elven, but now he has
No
blue
ears.
skin. What did you say?
No ears.
Oh, he has ears.
Is that this guy?
Yes.
Okay.
So he has trying to pull up my picture for him real fast just so I can. So he
I'm
has
thinking to
blue skin,
myself-
still elven-looking ears, except they have almost a fin look to them, and
Oh.
then a fin-like mohawk also coming down the top of his head.
Okay, I know what he is.
Are you sure?
Oh, I'm positive.
I have a
He's
guess
David
as to
Hyde
what it
Pierce
is.
from League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Coming from the upper left room is a older male dwarf and a younger female dwarf, but she looks quite a bit different as you notice that her skin is gray
I know what she is too.
and her eyes give off a little bit of a orangish red glow.
So in my mind, I'm not saying this out loud. I probably shouldn't even say it now because I don't want you guys to use metagame knowledge.
Sarah is gonna feel that there's way too many people here, and
Same.
She is going to shoulder check this dude. And like, I don't know, and say I don't know what you did to her for her to slap you, but you probably deserved it, and go upstairs.
I follow suit. I'm all for that action. I'm out.
Okay. So these four, if I can highlight them.
I'm suddenly feeling slightly outnumbered and a little unsafe.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yep.
So these four kind of look at, see what's happening in the room. They can sense the tension happening here, and they actually start heading up this way. But they go actually through this set of stairs. Actually, they go downstairs instead of upstairs like the rest of you.
So Antonio's still
Downstairs?
standing there, and as these people leave, he's just gonna... I just want to know why the hell we did that. And he pointed at the portal behind them. He said, that seems like a lot of a leap of faith.
So there's a special magic that we use here to help us combat with those creatures. Because if they happen to kill someone or something Doesn't matter if it's a human or an animal. They transform it into something else. Something a lot worse.
Just
But
a
would
heads
be-
up, before I left the room, my detect magic was still running. Is there any particular information that would have popped out to me while my detect magic was still running with all those people coming in? Or no?
Each one, like the 4 new people that showed up,
It's just like their equipment glowing, right? Not anything like...
yeah, no person themselves. Like they're,
Okay,
they're
cool.
not glowing. Some of them might
That's
have
all.
something on them glowing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just nothing out of the normal. Okay, I'm fine.
So I guess my question is, when they say it transforms them into something much worse, does it transform them into a worse version of themselves, or does it transform them into a different being altogether?
It transforms them into an abomination.
Oh, I'm not there.
But it takes multiple days.
Meta.
Yeah, sorry, I'll just...
It takes,
La 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 la.
it takes multiple
Maybe you should
days
just come
for the
back down
change
the
to
stairs.
happen.
And what you put us through is protecting us from that?
Considering that this thing brings you back within minutes, yes.
But does it have lasting protection, so if we were to go down, it couldn't take us over, or that's just for shits and giggles?
I like giggles.
What do you mean by that? Just to clarify.
He points at the portal again and he says, "We died. I understand what you're saying. These things mess with you when you're dead. That's... obviously, that sucks, but you brought us back. Does this whole process protect us from being taken over by these things?" Gesturing at the thing on the ground. Or what's the reason behind it? Because I'm still at a loss.
With how fast this brings you back, they can't have their process of changing, things into the abominations isn't able to happen.
I understand that.
Dead.
But if future down the road we continue working with you, are we now protected from that happening to us if we were to die? Or is it just something we did now? Because I'm not okay with it if that wasn't completely necessary for our protection.
Oh, I am under. Okay, no. So in order to get the magic to work for this revivification process, you have to die the first time for it to start.
He kind of squints his eyes and says, "So it's
It has
a
to be
way
at
of..."
a certain time of it being applied.
Yes, but does it protect us from these? Pointing at the thing on the ground, or was it just you died and you're alive again? Because I still don't fully understand why.
I think what he's saying is, since we have already died, there's a magic they're using upon us to protect us from becoming these abominations if one of those were to attach to us.
Right, but we need to be dead for a certain amount of time for that to happen. I gathered that bit. I'm more just wondering if, by us doing that, gesturing behind him, if that protects us moving forward. That's all I'm asking. Because if not,
Are
kinda
we going
messed
to
up.
have to die again?
no, are we gonna have to... Well, more along the lines of, was that for nothing? Or was that just to show you, hey, we can bring you back real quick?
No, that was to activate the spell.
And the
In order to
spell
activate the
protects
spell,
us moving forward from these things, or
Now, after falling through that, that spell is now active on you. So now, should you fall, you will be brought back.
What if
And
we're
roll
stabbed?
so
Is it just falling, or is it also stabbing? Is it crushing?
Death.
Hmm.
So you're not protecting us from the creatures. You're protecting us from death.
Yes, which we've done with all but 3 members of the guild.
So what would happen if I put on the black hat thing?
Darius kind of motions towards it and goes, if you're meaning that thing, nothing because it's dead.
Okay then. That seems like about what happens with every other hat thing I put on.
But if it were alive, it would attach itself to you and start to damage you. And if you didn't have this protection on you and you died with it attached to you, then within a couple days, you would be transformed into something else.
I guess my question is, why the hell did you not tell us what you were doing before you put us through that event? I'm sure we would have been a little more understanding knowing that if we were to go through this process, if we were to die in the future, we would come back again. We might have taken that a little more easily than just blindly jumping in.
Again, I'm not hearing this, but I agree.
yeah.
Travis agrees to this entire conversation. Sarah, on the other hand,
Is Sarah not a fan of Greg?
In the past.
What's really happening is I'm just at the staircase, just like listening in.
Yelling down from the top.
You didn't want to be a part of the conversation, but you don't want to be away from it either.
Right, exactly. I'm using my spying tactics.
We've told other people in the past, and they decided not to do it, and they left.
Why
Am I not-
would one want
Wouldn't
to
that
give
be
up
their
mortality?
choice? Telling them, letting them
also
know
set their
full
freedom?
well what they're doing, and then letting them make their decision seems like the best way to go. Whereas, personally, I might have done it and been a little bit more understanding when we got back, and before even jumping in, clearly I was more suspect of it. I almost left while you guys were still there. So, not knowing versus telling us and then letting us make a decision seems frustrating. You're effectively throwing us into something without letting us know what's happening.
Very trustworthy.
I have 2 things to follow this up with. One, I find it that giving blind faith comes more from trust as opposed from a blanket request. And that's a very hard move for people to make, to give someone they don't know their blind faith. However, I can understand your desire to see if people are willing to take that step. So I might recommend in the future giving people more information so they're able to make an educated decision. My second portion of this, however, is more concerning for me as from front of where I feel I personally belong. When we die and we come back, do we ever get to actually die and stay dead? Because if I'm bound to this world for an endless amount of time, I may never reach the realm in which I am searching for.
No, there is a way to. There would be a way to remove this eventually, should you ever want to be removed.
But my concern is if there's a way to remove this in the future. What if I'm ready to die after I've died, and I come back, and I haven't had that protection removed? I'm bound to live another life until I die again? Or do I aimlessly go out trying to seek the end of my life?
Some pretty dark shit, Chris.
Yeah.
No.
That's a good question. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I was a little bit concerned about like my soul. Like, do I still have a soul? Like, is my soul gonna be able to go to an afterlife? But I don't know anymore.
Because as far as I see this, we can come back and come back and come back and come back until we choose to have the spell removed. But if I don't have the spell removed and I've found my fulfillment and I have died naturally, I lose that fulfillment that I've worked so hard for. To
Does
come
this
back
spell even protect us
live
from
again,
death itself,
find it
or
again.
just from the mutation?
it's effectively
You're not here.
revives us, but
I know I'm not here. Shit. But that's a good
You
point.
decided to leave.
I'm shouting from the stair tops.
Yeah, so we haven't yet had a member reach that point yet, Escher. But that would be something that. This magic is, in a way, tied to a certain entity that I know everyone briefly got to see. And so,
Wait,
Well, I'm
the,
going to.
the guy that you pissed off down there? That seems like a bad policy.
he's fine.
Yeah.
Here's the issue I am coming
that
across.
before.
Again, it may
He just
seem
doesn't when I show
repetitious.
up that he doesn't get to claim the soul he wants to.
It may seem repetitious for me to continue asking, but my reasoning behind this is your letter offered me the ability to find my peace and what I was looking for. However, you have protected me from death. And if I am looking for death after I've achieved a certain point in my life, how is that giving me what I've wished for?
Well, it depends on which you're looking for your inner peace. Should your inner peace be you find something and fulfill it and then want to die, then we would get you the resources to be released from the spell so that you can die.
But if I didn't know I found what I was looking for until I died, then that opportunity has been taken from me.
Because I actually already mentioned that should you die and want to stay dead, then that would be something you would want to talk with Greg about.
You didn't mention that before.
Greg the Grim Reaper.
he did a second ago.
I said you would speak to the entity that you saw earlier. Which there's only one thing I would call an entity like that.
And it's Greg.
You should just say Greg.
It really is polite to use his name. Don't call
Yeah.
him
Greg
Fang,
is the
you know.
entity in question here.
When I was gonna do his voice, I really wanted to have a voice changer.
I know a
So I
guy.
was gonna do I was gonna do it like Conquer, and he was gonna start off all "Rrr," and then be all high pitched.
Oh man!
Oh man, not you again. But he's the one that you would not bargain with, but talk to when wanting to be released.
I think you owe him apologies. At least one. Is the pizza upstairs? What's going on? Where's the pizza?
What's up?
I wanna
Over
check
by the
upstairs.
ball pit.
No, I haven't found the ball pit. The ball pit was supposed to be down there. Maybe they found the pizza.
Antonio kind of looks over at Escher and he says, I think I'm about as satisfied with these questions as I can be for right now. Do you still have any?
Where did Torvald go all of a sudden?
I
you
went upstairs.
He went upstairs to go get the pizza.
I didn't
I
see a
want
token move. I didn't see a
Yeah.
token move. All of a sudden, just he was gone. Like,
No, he
what the hell?
apparated. I just apparated.
I mean, that's a Torvald thing. So
So I jumped down the hole again. Too much talking. I'm gonna take a jump.
I think realistically, I have to mull this over to understand what's been just presented to us. It seems quite a bit to take in within the last few moments, and part of it seems to contradict the lifestyle I've attempted to build for myself. Yet, I don't know. I need to meditate on this.
Matt nods his head. Understandable. And like I said, the rooms that we've provided are yours to use how you would like. So use them to rest up and meditate or whatever you would like to do. There is still food from the feast upstairs. You might want to hurry though, since everyone from the guild is home, so they'll probably be wanting to eat soon also. Especially when our biggest member gets here. The game froze. There we go. And at that, Antonio, you all of a sudden hear a right next to you.
He kind of does that slow turn of his head.
So you slow turn and have to look up.
Mind you, Antonio's like 6'8", so this is not usual for him.
At the 8-foot-tall, 600-pound Loxodon that was able to sneak up on you. Which you don't know what a Loxodon is, but it is a humanoid elephant.
He looks over and he kind of does that like blink of disbelief. A, because he's that much taller than him, and B, because it's freaking elephant man. Appears he's here.
You just see him looking at Matt. He goes, I don't eat that much. Heads up the stairs. Very quietly, I would say, too. He heads up the stairs very quietly.
So what time of day has this all taken place?
Well, this was like an evening feast that they were doing.
So it's like late now. That was a question, it wasn't a statement. Sorry. So is it like late now?
It's not late yet.
Okay.
And what's the?
I would say after you, Antonio, had come back, before you had stepped through the teleporter to come back here,
Mm-hmm.
the sun was just starting to be almost gone in the horizon. Because if you remember, like it was about midday when you guys fought the raptors. It was about an hour and a half later you guys got to the guild house, and you guys had about an hour or two to chill in the rooms. So.
Okay.
What's the environment around this building like? Is it all forest? Is it clearing? Are there like ponds, streams? What's around?
It was a clearing with a forest, with a little forest around it.
Okay. Then at that note, Escher is going to excuse himself and say, I need to think this over. I'll be outside if anybody needs me.
So Antonio being the last one down there, he starts to make his way towards the stairs, and as he gets sort of to move between the two of them, he looks at Matt and he goes, Now, the circumstances that would lead up to one's death for this spell to activate, is it just you die and you come back? Or is there only certain build-up that's we would need?
To activate the spell, it was just to die and come back. And this is the easiest way without... I would say easiest and least painful way.
It was no... Well, I understand that, but moving forward, since this magic is now active on us, is there any specific things we need to do to make sure we come back, or does it just happen now?
It does just happen. There is... I don't know if you happen to... You probably haven't noticed since we've been talking this whole time. There is a cost to come back, but for you guys being your first one, it would have been practically nothing. For me, on the other hand...
First death
and he actually-
discount.
You see him actually pull something out from his pocket, and he moves his hair out of the way, and you notice that that his left eye, there's now nothing in the socket anymore. And he straps an eye patch to his face. Because once you've gone through as many as I have, price is a little bit higher.
But outside of the price to
Maybe it's
return...
because Greg doesn't like being teased all the time. Maybe if you were nicer to Greg.
Tell me Torvald says that out loud.
Torvald's
I'm not
gone.
down
I
there.
wish he was down here to say that.
Okay, Torvald's up in the dining room.
Yeah.
Yeah, but up in the dining room, as the freaking elephant comes up, Jesus Christ! What the hell is that thing?
So, Antonio, let me see if I can clarify your question, even though I'm not.
I mean, I understand now, but like it's Antonio's just trying to get clarification, and that pretty much does it. But
I wish I hadn't left, because now I have questions.
there was a reason that he asked, like after everyone left. But yeah, he'll kind of just nod his head and then make his way up the stairs. I'm assuming it brings us back into this big room.
Yeah, I made it a lot easier to go between floors now, huh?
Yay!
Thanks, Steve, for that, because he mentioned about doing it this way to make it a lot easier. So, give me a sec. I need to PCs.
Actually, Antonio's probably gonna just grab some food and make his way up to the room.
Okay. And that's going to continue eating where he was.
Oh, he's sitting there.
That's where he was sitting. I don't know where everybody was when they were eating. I think he was like...
I'm mulling over what I discovered with the creature up in my room.
Jesus.
All right,
Christ.
so what now?
There we go. Well, now it's up to you. What would you like to do right now?
Take a long rest. I need my spells. Get on with our mission, yo. I want to fight some shit.
So did you go up to your... You did go up to your room, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, then... The other... Wait. Yeah, because he's outside.
I still don't even know what they want us to do. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll tell us tomorrow.
So to
I'm sorry. I love how the cat butt is warming itself by the fire.
so to,
Canonical.
as Matt goes to leave eventually, to Torvald and Sarah, since they're the only two that decided to stay up into this area.
Oh, Sarah would just leave.
Okay.
No,
So,
I'm
oh, he
definitely. I am definitely talking to the Elephant Man.
Well, he'll look at Torvald and say, "Well, I guess you're the only one that's gonna know, but if you would like, up on the floor above your guys' floor, you would now have access to rooms to go bathe if you would like.
What are you trying to say?
Left side's for men, right side's for women.
The one person you can tell this to
We're
is
trying-
Torvald, who
we're
doesn't
trying to
really give a
say.
shit.
Exactly. I'm still waiting for somebody to show me the workshop.
And eventually,
You son of a bitch. I see what you did there. I see exactly what you did there. This is a Harry Potter common room issue. I tried going up the wrong staircase, and that's why I kept popping up the other side.
it's because you didn't have access to it yet.
Kudos to you.
so
Well, I'm gonna say you didn't have access to it yet, and I hadn't built it yet. You're like, I'm gonna go upstairs to this floor. I haven't built it yet.
no.
Ghost says
So,
no.
As soon as the Elephant Man sits down, wherever the hell I am in the room, I sit down next to him. I'm Torvald. I work in the workshop now. I hope this isn't weird, but someday I hope that we can work something out. I would really like to ride you.
Oh,
Like a bear. Yeah.
Like you want to ride that elephant?
You're not in the room. I don't
I'm
see you
speaking
in
to
the
as
room.
a person.
If the Elephant Man wants to know, then the Elephant Man can ask me himself. Yes, Torvald can speak out of character.
I think
Torvald's
Torvald
meta
was
character.
also considered long haul in high school.
Torvald's not going to say anything about what is in Torvald's yearbook.
Most likely to have longest hole.
Most
Also-
likely the longest hole and widest.
Also, Torvald doesn't know where his yearbook is.
Oh my gosh, that was great. I want to ride an elephant. Just the way you said it made it seem very sexual.
I don't know what you mean.
To ride you.
I don't know what you mean at all.
He'll look at Torvald.
That couldn't have possibly been on purpose.
He kind of nods and he goes, "I'm Zontis. If you're looking for the workshop, it's downstairs, but you have to go down the other flight of stairs.
There's a lot of
And-
stairs in this place.
As for your other request, I don't know about that."
Well, I'm not asking for an answer right now. Bear Friend took a little bit of time to warm up to Torvald too. It's okay. I get it. Just someday, I would like to explore the options. I'm not stuck with the term Bear Rider. I would like to explore other options. Like I tried Turtle Rider, but they're too small. There's a bigger one now, but I think he knows about the little ones, so I'm not sure I want to ask him. And then I don't know what you are, but you're big, and I figure I might as well. You never know if you don't ask. I think that we
Loves
could.
to ride the big creatures.
There's plenty of battle opportunities, and you know, I'll make you the same deal I made Bear Friend. If we find a bunch of bandits, then you can just run over all the bandits, and I can just shout, you know, hi ho silver or whatever.
He just gives you a confused look.
Yeah, that's about what Bear Friend said too. Okay, I'm gonna go check out the workshop now.
And then
See
he
if
goes
the
and
pizza's down there.
he finishes his food, and he'll go and head up to his room.
It's so nice playing with Torvald.
Absolutely, I miss playing with Torvald. It is so fun.
It's been some of the best interactions so far. I mean,
Got it.
wanting to ride an elephant almost killed me.
No pressure on Torvald's character player or anything. I think which one was it? This one? Was that the room I chose? I can't remember. Well, it is now.
Okay, yeah, that's the one you chose. Sarah's room is actually the one below.
There is a non-zero possibility that I will go to a different room each night.
Well, just in case, I did make notes on who chose each room the first time.
I thought I chose the other one, but okay, that's.
I'm
no worries.
trying. I get in my room and just before I close the door, who turned all the furniture upside down? Oh, it's me.
And Torvald, I almost forgot to add when I remade this map here. I almost forgot to add your cart, but it's
I've
back
got
on the
it.
first floor now.
I've got a tile for it too, so I can actually drop it anywhere I need to.
I'll have it back on the first floor, so it's good to go.
Like in this one. Well, now there's 2 carts.
Uh oh.
It's fine. I got it.
So you can totally try to lug that up those stairs, but that's 3 flights of stairs.
Torvald can manage.
I was about to say, I think he's very much gonna think about doing that.
If I've got the motivation, I'll do it.
I
But
mean,
right at the
if
moment,
you
the
needed
workshop.
some assistance, I could definitely help with that.
The workshop is downstairs, so that's the most likely place that I'm just gonna let it go down the stairs. Everything's strapped down. It's fine.
Because I do have enlarge and reduce.
Oh, you are my new favorite person. We're gonna do the fastball special.
So you can put that thing in your pocket.
There's gonna be some reliving of Torvald's early battles here, I imagine.
You know, I got that thinking of you as I was looking through the spell list. I was thinking, Torvald, I can enlarge Torvald and like he can
That is
eat
exactly
us.
what Neshik. That is exactly what Neshik did. More than once.
It's your spell, sir.
It became
No,
one
it
of our
won't-
favorite things to do.
It won't even be weird for him anymore. The first couple times, it's like, oh god, I'm so powerful.
Now it'll be like he'll change and be like, yes.
But see, at this point, not that he remembers Neshik, even though he's just been in the same room with him a couple of times. But at this point, it's like it's going to happen again. It's just going to think he's just got this power all of his own. He's not going to know where it's coming from, so he's just going to think, "Oh, I just do this now." Huh.
But yeah, if you start having trouble with your card, you can always just find me. You know where I be.
He's
Yeah,
not
he's probably not going to remember that.
and it's far more entertaining to watch him struggle.
I actually think I would just watch you until you said something. I wouldn't even cast a spell. I'd be like, oh, yeah, cool. All right, do we take a long rest
You
yet?
guys all have. Yeah, go ahead and take your long rest.
I don't know where Escher is.
Finally!
I mean, that's the only thing I would.
I know where Escher is, but
Okay.
Oh, hey, Steve. You remember that snide little comment about me not being able to install Flight Simulator until 2023? Yeah, it's installed.
I don't remember putting a time frame. Well, no, it's
No,
not.
he didn't say
No,
that. He said
it's-
you needed extra space to download maps. You need a
Yeah,
buffer.
but you haven't actually tried to run it first yet.
Also true.
Don't put that on me.
No. As having installed it myself,
He said earlier.
there is more download and more install to happen when you try to run it the first time. So
God damn it.
don't get ahead of yourself. It's not done.
There go my hopes for today.
Okay. I guess it's the next morning now.
That's my second superpower.
Alright, you guys go ahead and you do your long rest, get your spells back, make sure you get your hit points back, all that fun stuff. For those of you that had been hurt.
Yeah, I would like to go downstairs and see if anybody's down there.
Which downstairs? You gotta verify. Because you're on the 4th floor, so you have multiple downstairs.
I guess as I'm going through the staircases to go to the main area, I will take a look around and talk to the first person that I see. And if I don't see anybody, I will make my way to the guild hall, I'm assuming?
Oh, I'm gonna see who. I'm sure you would see somebody. I'm gonna.
It depends on who I see, if I'm going to talk to them or not.
So I would say that as you. As you get into the feast hall, like the dining hall.
Mhm.
There we go. Inside there, you see the older male dwarf just sitting at one of the tables,
Do I know this older male dwarf, or I haven't met him yet?
just kind of mulling over a cup of something.
He was one of the ones that came in through the portal.
Oh, he
One of
was?
the-
Towards
One of the
end, yeah.
four that showed up at like the same time.
Mm,
Right
Two on
before
one
you
side, two
left.
on the other. Yeah,
yeah.
part of the group of four that showed up, and you're like, this is a lot of people. Bye.
He's the only one there?
He's the only one there currently. Yes.
False.
And you also see to the right hand side, looks like there's Escher is also sitting at one of the tables.
I'll sit over with Escher. Faux show. It's my...
Morning.
I feel like this is off a bit. Is this off?
Yeah, I don't know why. I swear the
I am
first
off.
time something's wrong with it. I'll have to tweak with it later.
Okay, well, I try to sit next to Escher. And I
It's
say,
like-
hey, good morning.
Good morning. And how are you today?
It's best as I could be with all this shit going on, right?
Oh, real fast, I will say that
That
at
is an
this table,
understatement.
at this table right here and the table up here, there are some little. And Escher, you would have noticed this when you first came in. There are some like little foods laid out.
Oh yeah, I noticed that. I already have a plate of stuff in front of me, whatever it is.
It's like some meats and bread.
Yeah,
I asked Escher, so what happened after Sarah and I left?
So this is where I'm going to pull out my favorite blanket statement that we use all the time. Blah. And I reiterate what you heard.
Okay, cool. Cool. So now I'm caught up.
One of the
Yes.
one of the most useful tools to come out of the other disastrous game group.
All right, so do we know exactly why they want us here to fight these creatures, find out where they're coming from? Like, do we know anything yet?
Well, I think our purposes, from our conversations with them last night, is they needed us to be their workmen that are less known amongst the realms around us. I don't think it's necessarily due to our certain skills. Well, I'm sure it has something to do with our certain skills, but I think it's more along the lines that we are unknowns, for lack of a better explanation. We might be able to be their moles when they need us to get information they normally wouldn't have. Oh, that was but
Well,
So
hopefully
I
they'll
think-
explain a little bit more today.
yeah.
Do we know what's on the agenda today? Are we supposed to meet somebody?
I don't know. I left before much more was said after that.
Oh, well, I guess we should just finish breakfast and see what else happens, huh?
Hey, Brandon.
Sounds like a plan to me. I've got food and a nice fire to relax beside, so
I mean,
Brandon.
situation could be a lot worse, right?
absolutely.
And I get up and grab a plate of food and rejoin Escher to eat.
I'm sorry. I
which-
love the fact that Torvald's like literally pacing and wandering around and doing random shit.
Oh, that's Torvald? I see.
So, Brandon, which
Yeah.
stairs go up and which stairs go down?
So if you're looking at the ones,
4th floor.
so look at say four. Hold on. There we go. So the ones at the bottom there, the ones doing the curve are going up.
Okay. Okay, so which one
So
of these
Whatever sets are in the corner are the
Yeah.
ones that are going up. So the corners go up.
Okay.
The other parts are the parts that are coming from the bottom floor, or from the floor
I
below.
see.
Yeah.
Sarah's gonna come groggily out of her room and immediately just go for the corner and just walk up, just like she is groggy, like we're talking like pre-coffee, groggy.
Okay, so she goes upstairs.
Also, Antonio's probably going to be coming down about now. And he'll see.
Sarah would go if you look, if you scroll down there, Travis, you'll see
Hey,
the 5th floor now, partially visible.
and I'm going to assume Sarah is here now.
Yep.
I think Torvald's stealing food and putting it in his cart.
What?
Okay. Sarah's just gonna walk down to here.
Oh, good morning, Antonio.
And she is gonna get to about here before she realizes she has no idea where the fuck she's at. She's going to then walk down to here to peek around the corner. And then she's gonna see no doors, and she's gonna stand here in the middle of the hall and look at both doors.
Okay, both they're just wooden doors.
Chris, odds or evens?
Let's go with odd.
Odd is right.
I have a feeling it's going to lead into the same room.
Odds is right. Evens is left. She's gonna go right. The right door and open it.
Oh.
So,
You go
Brandon,
there are 3 big baths in there.
for my knowledge, which one was the quote unquote male and which one was the quote unquote female?
Male is left, female is right.
Okay. Sarah's gonna scream and just go jump into it and start cleaning herself up.
All right. Torvald, what are you doing?
I
Torvald.
fucking love this. Whatever he's doing, it is like literally my favorite thing right now. I think he's
Torvald?
stealing shit and putting it in his cart.
Well,
I
if
think
it,
he
so,
went back to his room, stole some shit.
so anyone who was watching him go into the back room, he was taking kegs, and he was taking it back to his cart to fill up his keg.
Oh boy.
So I did a couple of those.
Okay. Okay, we roll. How many of them did you do?
I mean, I let's see. I made 3 different trips, so you know, just a little mouthful out of each one to fill up the keg. You know the story.
He took a mouthful to refill his keg.
Yes. I mean, he took the keg from the back room, took it to his cart, filled it up a little bit, and then took it back. He's not being greedy out of any specific one.
Okay.
I think I find it more entertaining that Torvald might take a mouthful of drink.
Yeah.
to his cart and go spit it.
Okay, that's why I was wondering. I was like, so he's like filling his mouth, going
That's
in.
some very that's some very backwashy stuff. I don't think that even Torvald's quite Torvald's not picky about the liquor, but he's a little more picky than that.
Okay.
Yeah, so Torvald has a little hand keg. It's, it's like a, what is it, half gallon, or whatever it is. But he just sort of fills it with random stuff that maybe doesn't usually go together, but he just sort of fills it up whenever he gets a chance. Because you can't be on the road without some kind of alcohol.
Fair.
Can I have you roll 3d6s, please, separately? Okay. So it was.
I hope one of those was nitroglycerin.
No, the first two were both a pretty good mead. The last one was just water.
Which, again, not really picky.
He just needs a full
Very
keg.
lucky. If you had rolled low enough, it would have been like whatever fatty kind of substance they use to cook sometimes.
Cooking oil. Just
Literally poured lard into his beer.
Yeah, I'm gonna say since you're out, so you guys have been around this area long enough. I'll go ahead
And then, if you're wondering why I went upstairs, I forgot what I went upstairs for, so I came back down.
So Antonio's just gonna kind of wait around, waiting to see if Matt or the other guy, I can't remember his name. Neshik. Until one of them appears. Depending how long that'd take, he might go over and talk to the dwarf, so.
I was gonna say, if you take about 5-10 minutes after you show up, he's looking like he's finishing up his meal and is gonna start getting up.
So as he's about to leave, Antonio's gonna kind of flag him down and say, "What time do Neshik and Matt tend to come down? Or did they leave?"
As far as I know, they haven't left. I've been around this room for a bit most of the morning, and I haven't seen them. So they haven't eaten anything yet.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. He actually goes. He's gonna leave his plate.
Sarah's
there.
gonna skip
head off this
back
way.
to her room. And then Sarah's gonna get all prettied up and skip all the way to downstairs. I could.
Sarah's down there. Eventually, actually, both Neshik and Matt come strolling in. I'd say about 10 minutes or so after Sarah comes in and grabs her stuff. They each go and grab a thing of
So,
food.
Brandon, question for you.
Yo.
Is this like a breakfast buffet, or is this like a waiter comes out?
No, there's just already food sitting on. There's actually, just because of how many people are here, so they spread around. There's some food on this table and some food up on this table. Same
Okay.
type of spread. Just
Sarah,
different
so
spots.
Sarah is gonna come and sit at the table with these guys,
Mm-hmm.
and she's gonna wait for about 5 minutes and then ask where the waiter is at.
You are the waiter.
What? I'm not a waiter. I'm a bard. I don't wait tables.
It's either a promotion or a demotion.
It's a demotion in Sarah's eyes.
Well, you will be waiting quite some time for your wait staff, I assume.
I mean, cat. I don't. God damn it! I don't know what to say to that. Chris, we're okay. I mean, they do. That isn't that why they're called waiters? Because they take so damn long.
And on that note, Ash taps on the table, picks up his journal, and goes, "I will be leaving now."
As he's about to leave, Antonio kind of looks up at him and do you want to find out what they're expecting of us before you go? And he kind of like nods his head towards Neshik and Matt.
I just require the facilities. I'll be returning.
Okay.
Sarah will turn to Antonio. It's like, if you need company, I'll help. I'll go with you.
He's turning to me and saying that?
Yes.
Says, no, I'm just waiting for everybody to come down so we can find out what they actually want of us, so. Where'd that dwarf with the cart go? He kind of like looks around because he hasn't seen Torvald in a little bit.
It's probably good to keep tabs on him.
I mean, you're not wrong.
No, this is genuine advice. It's probably not a bad idea to keep tabs on him.
Sarah's like, I don't know.
He needs a bell.
And
Weirdly enough, the cat's not the one with the
I
bell.
have a cart. How much more noise do you want me to make? I have the cart.
It's funny, the cat's not the one who's supposed to have the bell now. Anyway, so
No, apparently the elephant needs one.
right? Elephant's
I mean,
sneakier than the cat.
He didn't even make your roll for that.
No.
Well,
I mean, it would have been passive, so.
yeah, it was his passive, and I don't think his passive can beat what he got for his stealth.
Yeah, I doubt it. Not right now, at least.
Sarah will look at the table, like, I'm gonna go steal some of the food off that table. And she'll go sneakily take some food off the table and bring it back and start eating it.
I think the food is there for everyone. You don't need to be so shifty about it.
She'll hush you.
Maybe I don't regret trying to shove you through that portal after all.
So after Escher comes back down, Antonio's gonna get up and just kind of walk out here, see if he can see where Torvald is. Are these doors open?
Torvald, did you leave the door open?
I imagine that I didn't bother closing the doors. Tink, 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 tink.
He looks out the door and he says, Torvald, right?
I'm in Torvald.
Yes, you
Hey,
are. That's
hey,
what I was asking.
I could use a second set of ears. Here, help me out a second. Tink, 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 tink. He's got a little hammer. He's got one of his littler hammers. He's tapping on the anvil just by itself. Tink, 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 tink.
Uh,
I don't know.
second set of ears? I've not heard that before.
Well, I mean, I've only got the one set, and then you've got the one set.
Hey, Steve, is the hammer about this big?
No, it's a hammer-sized hammer. It's not a tiny person hammer. Did you 3D print that?
No, this is an actual brass hammer.
It's an actual,
Yeah.
like a clock or something.
No, I got it in high school
Hmm.
from a PCC tour of the
Yeah.
machine workshop.
No, it's a regular hammer, a
Yeah,
useful
so it-
hammer. It's one of my it's one of my throwing hammers is what it is.
Yeah, it's got a little ball peen on the back end side. I've actually used it for its intended purposes, and it has come handy. But it's super hard, super easy to lose.
So Torvald taps on the anvil and then puts his ear right up on the anvil.
Antonio just kind of like very confused look on his face as he watches you do it, and he does the same thing.
It's wrong, right? It doesn't sound right. right? You know what I'm talking about. Tink, 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 tink.
It
Fuck, I wish I
sounds
would've
like
played Fedor.
metal.
God damn it.
I mean, Torvald and Fedor have done this already.
Right, I know, which is reminding me of Fedor and Torvald doing this.
Antonio, like,
Uh,
it sounds like metal. You're hitting metal.
Well, yes, yes to the untrained ear, yes, but there's a sound, and it's not right. It sounds wrong, and I think that it might have been the portal thing. It could have been the lizard thing that it landed on, but I don't know why that would change the tone. I don't know if I trust it.
Here, I can be his little hammer thing.
That's it. That's the sound. That's the exact sound. Tink, tink, tink. That's the one.
Well, like you said, to the untrained ear, that would be me. So, I don't know how I can help you.
Well, I was hoping that you had some training, because I don't either. It just doesn't sound right.
Antonio,
Alright,
he
alright.
does this. He just kind of puts his hand on his face and he's just rubs next to his eyes a little bit, and then he
Yeah, I get that a lot.
takes a deep breath, little chuckle, and then he says, well, I was gesturing back towards the door. I was going to go ask Matt and Neshik, who are the guys that were there yesterday, what they expect of us. Do you want to come find out, or would you... Are you...
Yeah, weren't they supposed
Find
to
out,
be looking...
I'm so ready to move on.
Yeah, me
weren't-
too.
Yeah.
This has
Wasn't
been
somebody
like
lost?
40 minutes of just this shit. So
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
That's
I
why
have
I'm
plans
trying
with
to...
you today, so I
You
wanna get
guys...
it
That's
going.
why I'm trying to... Let's go.
completely nonplussed. Yeah, weren't they supposed to be looking for a guy?
You want to go ask him?
I don't know if I want to go ask him, because then they're going to want me to
Bribe
find the
bribe
guy,
him
but
with pizza. Tell him there's pizza.
I never did find the damn pizza.
Well, Antonio says, well, I'm going to go ask them what they want of us if you would like to join. I'm just making sure you're aware of what we're doing, or what I'm doing. I was going to invite the
nobody
others.
showed me to the
but-
workshop, so must not be important. So
Antonio
I'll
just
walk with
kinda-
you back in there.
Okay.
I'll walk with you back in the thing.
He, yeah, follows pretty much the same thing. As he walks in, he kind of like flags over to everybody and then says, and he just kind of like motions towards Matt and Neshik, because he had mentioned before what he was gonna do. So, and walks up.
The gang's here. What do you want from us?
Care to join us, cat ass, or are you gonna stay at that table?
Still waiting for the waiter.
No, she stole food.
In her eyes, it's stolen. Yeah.
Yeah, so now is she doing like the Kevin McAllister thing, where after he stole the toothbrush, he's like, "Oh no, I stole! I'm not a criminal now." So you're sulking
No.
in the corner.
She's not.
Sorry. That's unfortunate.
So Matt goes, yeah, like I'd said yesterday, we were waiting to hear back from one of the other members who was investigating some more rifts, and we still haven't heard anything from him yet. We know the direction that he was going, and so we would like you guys to see if you can locate him and maybe assist him in what he was doing.
Rescue mission.
Where's the location at?
It's in the southern area of the forest that you went through.
Okay. Do we anticipate encountering more of these random creatures with helmets on?
It's hard to anticipate those things.
Well, I mean, we
The
encountered
The first
3 sets of them on the way over here, so I think we can pretty much anticipate them again.
So from the debrief I got from both Kashara and Sapphire, the creatures that were specifically trying to find out what's happening, you guys have only encountered them once. From what we can tell, is they're causing creatures from other realms to come here, but it's not necessarily those creatures' fault that they're here. Because from what I heard from Kishara and from what Sapphire showed me of those metal birds, there was never anything showing that those creatures had been attached to them at all.
Right.
Just those.
And we did find a portal in a bush. But it was also very similar to the same portals that you folks have been using here.
Completely different. I'm saying, so the portals that you'd seen looked like a thin line, like rapidly moving like electricity.
Okay.
Almost
Sorry,
like an
I think
actual
you-
rip.
I just thought you said earlier it was the same sound, so never mind.
Well, the sound that Torvald came out of was that same kind of sound.
Okay, sorry.
But down in the basement, that's just a teleportation circle.
Right, but when you said that they were coming through the doors, you said that it was this same sound that we've heard earlier. The same portal sound.
I was meaning the sound that you guys would have heard from the
From us going through the
hearing them come
portals.
back. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's what I was meaning.
So these rifts look more like just, for our knowledge, just like rips in the fabric of reality, more or less.
Yeah, more or less.
Okay.
And they do have a sound. You can hear them,
Yeah.
Okay.
like a slight electrical sound.
So we should be prepared for anything. If these things are coming from multi-dimensions and other places around the world, who knows what could come out of them?
Not just the world,
Right, other dimensions too.
other realms. Yeah.
Mhm.
But we're wanting to help out a bit to prep you guys. With what
I
we
know this
can.
sounds weird, but do you folks have any diamonds hanging around? For
Go
magical
hard or go home.
purposes.
For magical purposes, would you? Is this the kind that the diamond would go away, or would it be one that?
That I could keep.
Fair question.
I mean, would it
Particularly
be one
around a whole 100 gold pieces worth. I mean, if you said you're going to be offering resources, this is a resource I would really like to have.
Oh, and if we're just handing out treasure, do you have
It's not
some
treasure,
platinum
it's a
pieces,
component.
perhaps?
I need you to
treasure.
fix it to my
I
gun.
treasure diamonds.
So Nesha kind of looks at you, and he goes, "So, what?"
I pull out my schematics, and I open it up, and I show him some of the schematics for my gun, and I showed him an inscription for his spell, the chromatic orb. And I'm like, I'm not trying to rip you guys off. I need this to attach it to my gun. This is a project that I've been working on. If I can affix this type of diamond, I can actually move spells through it, and it can change the elemental damage.
Nesha kind of, he's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that should be doable." He kind of looks at Matt and goes, "I think that they might have one downstairs in one of the labs, and if they don't, I might have one in my personal stash somewhere."
I know it's a really big request, and if you don't have one, it's totally fine. I'm sure we can, figure something out. But
he goes, I'm sure we have somewhere. But
okay.
but if you guys would like to follow us downstairs, I believe we have some stuff that we can give you guys to help out with this.
Eat. Let me see if there's anything else I need for my spells.
So they're gonna go ahead and head to the basement stairs. If you guys want to
Sarah is gonna follow, and she's gonna be skipping behind them, while humming.
So they get to these stairs on the first floor basement, and they actually go down the next set of stairs.
Sarah's following. I don't know where the thing is at. Boom.
I had to reveal it.
Oh, okay. So the right. Oh shit. Where's
What?
So to the right is upstairs, to the left is lower levels.
You gotta go
Liquid.
down these stairs.
One more set of stairs, Antonio.
Oh, well, yeah. I didn't know where it actually ended up. I didn't realize it was like down here.
Oh, okay.
I was
sorry,
following
I'm
the
also
whole time, I
following
just-
you all as well. Sorry, I was just also bringing up my spell book.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Okay.
what do we see down here?
You guys get to this floor, and then once again, just like the one above it, this is all stonework, and this area splits off. You can see because it's all lit up. You can see that
Oh, it's 50 gold pieces, not 100. By the way,
on
just
the right
50.
side.
Yeah,
So
that, makes it twice, that makes it twice as good.
So
Or
on
you
the-
have a
on the right-
spare.
the hallway on the right side there ends in a door. The other way does not. But they.
Oh, it's a pearl worth. What the fuck is this shit? This makes no sense. A pearl worth 100 gold pieces over a diamond worth 50.
That's weird.
It really should be reversed.
So Matt and Neshik start heading down the left-hand side of the map here.
Sarah's gonna hang back until Torvald comes down.
I'm kind of hurting.
She's gonna whisper to you and be like, "This would be a cool place to bring your cart since there's a lab down here."
Yeah, but if we're going back upstairs, I'd have to go get back up the stairs with the cart.
I'll help you.
You realize there's an anvil on it, right? You don't look like the anvil lifting type.
I'll do my best.
Well, that settles it for me.
I ignore that conversation.
In the meantime, Torvald completely never gets his anvil back. Stuck down here forever.
You never
Sarah's
what?
gonna walk away.
I'd never get my cart back again. It'd be stuck down here forever if we're relying on his best.
I was gonna say if Torvald, I don't know how Torvald would be remembering this, but if he would remember, Sarah did try to help pick him up when he first fell on the thing and completely failed it.
Yeah, I don't remember that either. As a player, I don't remember that. So Torvald definitely doesn't remember that. I purposely do not take notes as Torvald. I am perfectly fine with forgetting everything that happens.
So you guys get down here. Those of you who they move in here, and this is where the blue-skinned, elven-looking man is, and he's kind of at his desk right now, working on a couple things. And Matt goes, "Hey, Morks, we need some potions if you happen to have any for these guys." Weird. Somehow, hold on. Somehow someone is calling my wife's Alexa. Weird.
Okay.
It's the first time I've ever heard that happen. It was her mom, but still, that's weird. I've never heard a phone call come through an Alexa. Yeah, and then he goes, plus, if there's anything that you think you could help out with these guys, they're going to go... we're going to be tasking them to go try to find Jackson.
Hey,
Morks
Brandon.
looked up from his...
Who's Jackson?
So,
Question for you. I need some meta knowledge so I can try and make a decision. Which desk has the most dangerous stuff on it?
Oh god.
No.
Don't break any mirrors. Don't break any mirrors. And definitely don't break all of the mirrors.
well, actually, from what you can tell with his desk, there's not a lot of dangerous-looking stuff.
What do I see around? Like, do I see any
there a mirror?
charcoal, incense, or herbs, or a?
So he himself, the guy is sitting at a desk, and it looks like he was, sitting there mixing up like a potion of some kind. The desk to the north there, you can see some like kind of bound scrolls with some type of blueprints on them. The desk down below that, just some more tools that you look like possibly would use for more like potion work.
Okay.
Sarah's gonna walk down to this desk and start picking up tools and inspecting them.
Yeah, I start picking up some herbs, and if there's any charcoal, I pick that up too.
I feel so bad for this elf. I know when people enter my lab and just start picking shit up, that's wrong. That is cruel, and you
I
shouldn't
pocket it.
do it. Just all these strangers just coming in and start wrecking his crap.
And I'm looking for a diamond worth 50 gold pieces as well.
You're just looking for a diamond worth 50 gold pieces.
I go up to him and I don't do that. I go up to him and I ask him. So I heard you're helping us with some equipment here. I was told that you may have a diamond, and I open up my schematics and I show him. I'm like, I'm trying to fix a diamond, one that has a lot of facets, so it's more prismatic. Do you have one around this lab? I don't want to go through all your personal belongings and rummage around.
As Sarah's going through all this personal stuff and rummaging around. Ooh.
He
I
looks
see
at
you're
you,
a
but he also
brief
looks at
self.
her.
And I snap at Sarah. No, I
You
don't do
know,
that. I don't do that. Sarah's her own person. She can do whatever the fuck she wants.
I don't have any. I don't have any diamonds. No.
Damn. I just roll up my schematics and put it back. What about
He goes,
any?
He goes, I don't, but I'm not the one that would work with that kind of stuff.
Oh,
He goes, you'll want to talk to Tug.
Tug. And who is Tug? I don't know if I've met him or not. There's been a lot of names and faces.
Now she goes, you haven't met him yet. We haven't even reached his room yet.
Oh, okay.
This is starting to feel like an Area 51 complex to me. Like, when does this actually stop, like, burrowing underground, and when does Umbrella Corporation come in?
Well, you would have noticed actually at this set of stairs, there wasn't another set going down.
Well, that doesn't mean there's not another set of stairs going down further down.
True.
I have not ventured into the other areas.
Down.
True. So Morks nods. He goes, I have some potions I can spare. And he glances over at Sarah and goes, can I help you?
These are wonderful looking tools. They're so cool. What do they do? And she starts picking up more. And just like a handful, and just holds them out.
Steve is very angry by this. Torvald doesn't give a shit, but Steve is just this poor elf. He didn't ask for this.
I'm just leaning up against the wall. I've got a journal out, and I am just quietly reading.
Because I use them to make my different potions, so please don't break them.
Can you spare some herbs or incense?
She'll say
I don't need
okay, and then
much.
she'll turn back towards the desk and just kind of drop them onto the desk in no particular order, all messed up.
He turns back to you, Ash, and incense and what else?
Some herbs. You said you make potions, correct?
I do. Do you have any herbs in particular you're looking for?
Some more rarer ones. Nothing in particular.
Boy, someone is very much asking outside the regular budget.
Because I might have something. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can find while I'm scrounging up those potions.
Oh, thank you. And do I see any charcoal, like pencils or things like that?
Not that you can see in his place, no.
Okay.
Antonio has no idea what you're doing. I do, Because I've had to. I think I do. Are you looking for find familiar stuff?
Yes.
I'm like, okay, charcoal, herbs. Are you looking for like maybe 10 gold worth of both?
Maybe. On average, I don't know. I probably supplement the other stuff.
So that goes, all right. We'll come back for those potions and for if there was anything that you might also be able to provide besides those. We have to come back this way anyways before we head upstairs.
Honestly, if I can get the find familiar, I don't give a fuck about the diamond.
In this room, Torvald, as you start heading towards this room, you hear a familiar sound of tink,
Tinking?
tink,
Hey, that's my line.
tink, tink, tink. And you see the two dwarves, the male and female.
Sure, and I go in the same spot.
Who has the anvil?
So working on the anvil now would be the woman.
I put my ear to the anvil.
She stops her tinking.
And then I take, as soon as she stops, it's like I glare at her. What are you doing? I was listening to that, and I take one of my own hammers and I hit just the side of the anvil real quick and listen again. That's good quality there. That's a good one. It's got a nice tone. It sounds like it's all in order.
Now, Torvald, I will say, just because you had a reaction to the drow, you do notice that this is, she's very gray skinned.
Yeah, yes, but the Durgar does not trigger Torvald nearly as much as the drow does.
Just making sure.
Yes, I was aware. I was conscious of it. Yeah.
You guys
I have my reasons.
I try to keep my anvil in good working order. She glances over at Neshik.
It sounds like you keep it in tune really well. Yes.
Okay. Question.
I grabbed Antonio by accident. There.
What does this desk hold have on it?
That desk has
Well, clearly daggers.
has an assortment of weaponry. Yes.
Okay. What does this desk have?
Again,
More
daggers.
weaponry because as you can if you look now, you can tell that she is the one that makes weapons, and the male dwarf is busy making some armor.
Okay, and what's on this desk?
What?
I go up to Torvald and I ask him, how does one tune an anvil?
Pieces of armor, yeah.
Okay, so
that's a
Same
trade
way you
secret.
tune a fish.
I don't know if the guild would really let me share that secret with the non-initiated. There's some dues that have to be paid.
Well, I'm actually a part of the guild now. I mean, we all.
Oh!
Why
didn't you say so?
What was that?
Where's all the tools?
You notice that this guy actually has kind of like how Torvald set up. He has a smith belt on, and all the tools that he works with are on himself.
God damn it!
Same thing with the woman. All of her tools.
What's over here? What's this?
Somebody got the memo that there was a kleptomaniacal bard coming downstairs.
That is some very. That's the heat and the fire that they use to make their weapons and armor.
Steal some hot coals. Go ahead.
You want to touch that?
You won't do it.
No. Okay.
The balls.
Matt mentions taking the dim, saying, "Hey, if you guys, we're gonna send these guys off to try to find Jackson. If you have anything that you might be able to provide
Sarah
them,
is going to start touching things on this and start moving things around as she picks them up. She's gonna so Sarah is gonna on this table start picking things up and set it down in a different spot, and picking other things up and start moving things around as she picks them up and looks at them.
As you start picking stuff up, you hear a very audible Neshik just go.
She's just looking.
I look at Neshik and I was like, You're the one that asked us.
He goes, Sarah, can you please not touch that stuff?
I'm not touching anything, sir. I'm sorry.
It's
And
like
she has nothing in her
hearing-
hands.
I'm hearing my mom's voice. You look with your eyes, not your hands.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
And
hey, I have a question, Brandon.
Yo.
Since my primary weapon is a staff,
Yes.
is there a way? I don't know if this is possible through D&D Beyond or Roll20 or whichever. Is there a way to have somebody craft me like steel end knobs to help increase the momentum and the damage that I would do with my staff?
Think you could do like a +1 staff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And it's
there's
just a matter of
magical
describing
stuff.
it.
Or
Yeah.
turning it into a masterwork or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever
there's
5e
something like
lets
that.
you do first.
So yes, you to answer your question, if Brandon allows you to craft a weapon like that, you can change the damage. You should be able to change the damage of your stuff.
So I go over to the female dwarf who is working on the weaponry, and I present the situation in which I'm looking, and ask, is there a way you could improve upon my staff with either steel bands wrapped around the ends of the staff, or like mace heads at the end of the staff? And if so, what would it cost for me to have you work this commission for me?
She looks at the staff and goes, well, yeah, that's something I could do. It wouldn't be very fast. If you guys are trying to go out to find him soon, it would take me a little bit of time, so I don't know if I'd be able to do that for you right now.
Oh, no. I'm not asking for an expedient project. I'm looking for something a little later on down the lines when you have an opportunity, since I'm not sure what other tasks you have at hand.
She goes, well, yeah, that's something we can discuss when you come back. I should be able to do something. Payment, that's where, being in the guild, we don't always take payment. I might need to have you go pick something up for me. If it's something I
Okay.
can't do myself because I'm too busy doing my other projects.
I'd be willing to assist you if I have the opportunity.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Thank you. I appreciate it.
And she-
While he's
she
doing
goes-
that, Antonio's. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, and as she's, before you go to leave, she goes, I know I haven't met any of you. My name is, I go by Bryn. And
Pleasure, Bryn.
this here's Ogric, and he just kind of gives a nod with a little, and gets back to doing what he's doing with his armor.
I
At
just
least
give
you
him
get a
another
curtsy.
nod.
I am Torvald. I work for Angar Steeleye. I'm sure you've heard of him. Just as a question that is completely hypothetical and is not at all mean that I forgot that I was supposed to deliver a chain shirt to a guy. Would you happen to know who I should deliver a chain shirt to last year? Just maybe. Hypothetical.
Ogric looks at you, just goes, not that I know. But, question, is the person that you said he works under,
Uh-huh.
is that a real person?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't remember Torvald's very first introduction?
It's been so long.
Steel Eye works. Steel Eye is from Mossstone,
That's right.
Mhm.
Okay.
and I tried to give you the chain shirt that I'm currently wearing. I think it was you that I tried to give it to. Whatever character you were playing, I tried to give
Robert?
you the chain shirt because
Yeah,
I didn't. I forgot who I was supposed to deliver it to, and then I just started wearing it because it was easier to carry that way.
And Ogric actually kind of nods. He goes, "Okay, Steel Eye. I know him. Haven't talked with him in a very long time,
Well,
but
if you do, if you could please not tell him that I forgot to deliver the chain shirt, or to who I was supposed to deliver the chain shirt, or really where I put the chain shirt, that would be great. as he's literally wearing the chain shirt.
Because I will not mention this interaction.
Sarah's gonna start like poking and prodding the statues right here.
You keep your anvils in fine tune.
Thank you.
So
Matt and Escher will continue down to the next spot unless
before we go, Antonio's just gonna kind of walk up to the guy who's looks like he's working on armor, and he's gonna say, kind of like pulling at his own leather armor. He says, "What would you need me to do anything for you if I were to ask you to maybe get me some armor improvements, like studded armor or something like that? What would you need of me?"
he looks you up and down, points you at one of the stats of armor that are right by his table.
Mm-hmm.
That
And you can see
Sarah
one of the
is poking
sets
and prodding.
is about an average size person's set of studded leather armor. He goes, "Take it off my hands. I don't want it in here anymore. No one else wants it."
Why?
Very surprised reaction from Antonio.
No.
Antonio just kind of like, he's not used to people just giving him things, so he's just like, okay, and he just kind of grabs it and takes it, waiting, like slowly walks away, waiting for him to just be like, just kidding, give it back.
Waiting for the trap.
Yeah, exactly. Waiting for him to be like, but actually, can you, or something like that.
That'll just be your soul, please.
Yeah, right.
Nothing
He starts
happens.
to walk away, and he just says,
He sees
Thank
you
you.
grab it, just goes back to the stuff. He gives you a nod as you say thank you. He's like, "Yep."
and he just continues with everybody else.
And you get to this area here, and this is where you find another lab. This one with the little bit older than Escher Tortle.
What does this lab contain?
In other words, what does it have that I can steal? Is that what you're asking?
No.
What I heard.
This one, there's a bunch of bookshelves with books.
Well
one
done so
table-
far.
One table that just has, it looks like a couple of like unfinished, like an amulet or two.
Where's the bookshelves? Is this the bookshelf?
Bookshelf. That's one. Here's one. And here's one. There's 3 bookshelves in here.
Okay. So Sarah is gonna come to this bookshelf, pull a book down, and walk over to this table with it. She's gonna flip through some random pages and then just take it and put it face down while it's still open. She's gonna pick it up an amulet, walk over to this bookshelf with it. As she's looking at the amulet, and she's gonna set it down, and then she's gonna turn.
I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to pick the book up, and I'm going to close it, return it to the shelf, come over to Sarah, and firmly say that is not how we treat our periodicals around here, or anywhere.
She'll look at you like, what?
Don't
Tortle-
touch the book.
The Tortle looks over
What's
at
a
you.
prodigal?
Looks over at you, Escher, and goes,
What's a prodigal?
Thank you, youngin."
You're very welcome. I understand the importance of books and literature and calligraphy, and the arts that are more, less popular, shall I say.
It's good to have someone who appreciates that. Not everyone here does, but at least the 3 that I share, the 3 others I share this area with, they respect it.
I nod my head and I continue to watch Sarah intently.
I would say if you make a perception check, Professor Escher.
Let me find my D&D page. Doop. Perception. Boop. I'm too busy talking to him apparently.
Okay. Good to know.
So what's on this desk over here?
See some little things that he's been like, right, like so just like little scraps and notes of him. He's just been like writing something and scratching out every now and then. And Matt, actually this time it's Neshik instead of Matt. It goes, "Hey, Tug, you wouldn't happen to have a?" Looks over at Ash and he goes, "Was it a diamond or a pearl you needed?"
Oh, a diamond, please. Just probably around this size, and I show what size, and it'd be about like 50 gold pieces worth. And I noticed the book collection, and I pull out my book of my current study, which is of mechanical engineering with arcane implements. And I tell him I'm a bit of a bibliophile myself. And I also take out my schematics and I hand the book over to him, so that way he knows I'm not trying to like jip him. I'm like, this is what I'm working on.
He looks at it. You showed him the schematics. You said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He sees the schematics and goes, "You're the one with the gun."
And I nod.
He goes, "If I promise to give it right back, can I look at it?"
Ooh. I look around at like his possessions and stuff, and I'm like, okay. And I take my gun out and I hand it to him very gingerly. I'm like, careful. Oh, I take the beads
he
out
takes it.
of the gun, so it's just an empty, unloaded gun. Yeah.
Okay. So he takes it. He just looks at it. And it doesn't take him long. He doesn't keep it like long enough to like, get everything from him. He just looks it over and goes, "Okay." And he just hands it right back.
Thank you. And as he hands it back to me, I show him on the spot of the gun where I need the diamond to be inlaid. And I was like, and if you could have something that could fit in this spot here, that's what I'm looking for.
I think I might have something. He goes over to his switch to the other thing. Goes over to his desk and kind of pulls up in one of the things, starts rummaging around. And eventually he does pull out a diamond the exact size that you need.
Sweet. Thank you, sir.
And
Steve, how do you do that? What you just did?
What?
sounds good, Antonio.
How did you like bend it and curve it and whatnot? The movement, the stuff like that.
You're gonna have to be more specific. That doesn't sound like the question you want.
I don't know how to describe it.
This
Damn it.
instead of just this, you're making like a path.
Yes.
It's so if you click and drag your icon and then you start right clicking in places, just keep right clicking your pathway, and then when you let go,
Neat.
it'll move your pathway.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Cool. Thanks.
Why would
Oh
you
God,
give
I love
access
it.
to that?
I found it's useful, especially when you're moving in a battlefield, since otherwise you just jump right to the location. You can't tell if you're provoking attacks of opportunity, things like that, or
So-
other people, I should say, can't tell.
On your screen, does it show your travel, or does it just?
On my
So the
screen,
mar-
it doesn't. On my screen, I just go straight to the end location, but on everyone else's
Okay.
screen, it'll.
Tonio got the zoomies.
All right, and then, so he gets up from his desk and hands you the diamond.
Mm.
And at the same time goes, I could, we don't have doorways here, so I can hear pretty well. I hear that you guys are needing some items to go search for Jackson. And he also goes ahead and hands you a ring. He goes, I think
Me?
yes. So he goes, I think you'll make good use of this.
What does it do?
He hands you a spell refueling ring.
A spell revealing ring?
Refueling.
Refueling.
While
Oh.
wearing this ring, the creature can recover 1 expended spell slot of 3rd level or lower.
Oh. Why, thank you, good sir. I would definitely use this
Yeah,
ring.
Make good use of it.
Will do. How do I add items?
You just go to the search
So
bar
you go,
in equipment, and you.
yeah, go to manage equipment, where it'll bring open an extra little screen to the side, and then from there you can type it in. If you need help, I can do it after the. I can do it in a bit.
Edit character?
No, just in your regular character screen. Go to
Go
equipment.
to the equipment tab.
Yeah.
And then manage equipment.
Correct my character. Ah, I see it now. Thank you.
Hey,
Appreciate it.
Torvald, are you? I know you're all the way up in the top, up the top of the floor, but are you currently where? Like, do you currently have your shield with you too?
No, I think it's on my cart.
Okay. Never mind then.
Yeah,
Random.
yeah. I just gave up. I just gave up Gubbins. Oh well.
To answer your question, no, he does not. But just hold on. Okay. And to, yeah, I think that's it for. Yeah, he goes. Yeah, so that's. I think that's all I really have for you guys that I can do. But if there's anything else I happen to find that I can give you guys eventually later on, I'll let you know. And he looks at you, Ash, and goes, and if you ever happen to find anything really cool and magical,
Will do.
let me know.
Oh, and I speaking of that, I do take out the tiny avian constructs and the fire beetle glands, and I tell them, I don't know if you can do anything with these, but it's the least I could do for your support.
That actually reminds me, can I have you roll a, I think it's a 1d6 blast.
1d6?
Yes.
1.
Okay. Those fire beetle glands are not actually glowing anymore.
Oh.
Once extracted, they last for up to 6 days.
I see.
So the ones you grab
Well,
take for a day.
I don't know if it's any use, but I did see the glow kind of dim out a while ago, but maybe the potion guy can make something out of it still. I don't know. But
He takes them.
there's lots of good metal in these constructs that's still useful.
I might be able to figure something out to do with these.
Thank you, Tug.
Thank you. And so Matt and Neshik start heading back up this way. Trying to see where's my list of stuff.
Do we want to take like a 10-minute break?
In just a minute, I was gonna do it just to refinish this floor.
I
here.
do want to let you guys know I have plans at 4:15, and I have to bike about 30 minutes to get there. So I do have to
Okay.
call it soon.
No, no worries.
Okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and pass by them. Go back to Mork's to see about potions they were mentioning. To which they do have some potions available for you guys. How much are they?
Does this ring need attunement?
I don't know. Actually, off the top of my head, it would tell you in the equipment. But off the top of my head, I do not remember.
Oh, it's an actual item?
Yeah.
I could not find it, so I had to create a... I'll just remove that. I'll try to look for it again.
What's the name according to your book where you saw it?
It is spell refueling ring. Spell hyphen refueling ring.
Oh, spell dash.
Ring of spell storing and ring of spell turning. That's the only thing that's coming up.
Those are the only two I saw.
What book is it in? Brandon.
I'll have to find it. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Okay. I'll just put in a placeholder for now.
When I find it, I'll replace it.
Okay.
Requires attunement, just
Ooh,
FYI.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yeah, I'll
Thank you.
post the link in the. Real quick.
Are you guys chilling over at that door?
I've been wandering.
No, I'm talking to the
Oh,
other two now that they're with you.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
I'm following
just
with
following
everybody.
Torvald.
Sorry, I'm just trying to add this ring, but I'm with everybody.
Sarah's following Torvald. By this point.
So, Morx is actually able to produce one standard healing potion, like minor healing potion for everybody. He does also, when he sees Escher, he mentions that he has something for him, and says that he doesn't know if you'll put it to good use, but he hopes you will, and he actually hands you a pair of gloves. The left glove is red with a flame on it. The right one is blue with a snowflake on it.
Interesting. And what is it these gloves do?
Well, for me, doing my alchemy, they allow me to alter the little temperature changes I need to make if I need to tweak with them slightly while I'm making my potions. But I think they'll do some good use for you also.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Where would I find that gear? Would it be under armor?
No, it is actually, I had to homebrew make this item. This is one I found on a site, but it's not an actual in the game thing, so I had to make it. They are labeled as thermo gloves, and he looks around, notices that the other two people don't happen to be there, and goes, "Well, I had something for the other two," and holds up two items and goes, "If you guys want to give them these, go ahead. Otherwise, whatever."
We just keep it.
Antonio walks up and grabs them and
So
asks what they
if you
do.
want to give them, the stone is for the young woman, and the other item is for the dwarf.
Okay. What do they do so I can tell them?
So the stone is a cleansing stone
Mm-hmm.
that by holding and concentrating on it, you can just cause your self to become instantly clean.
Mm-hmm.
Concentrating.
The amulet. The amulet is a special item that if you happen to be wearing it, then once a day, if you happen to be taking a drink of something alcoholic, it makes you feel a lot better than you think it would.
Didn't you just describe alcohol? We already have that. It's the alcohol. It's full. It's in my keg already.
So So if you choose instead to give them, that would be the Cleansing Stone and Amulet of the Drunkard.
He doesn't give a shit about the stone. The amulet, he's like... He debates whether or not he's going to give it to him. But he will end up giving it to him. When we eventually make our way that way. He also grabs the potions that were for them.
Okay. So everyone has a... Excuse me. One healing potion,
Mm-hmm.
and whatever items that you had been given. Neshik start heading up this way. They see you two standing over there and are like, "What you guys doing?"
Tink, 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 tink.
Is your ear to the door?
I mean,
Not this time.
Sarah will put her ear to the door as you're tapping.
Teamwork. So how many ways to kill a person is behind this one?
Matt goes, "Well, actually, now that you mention it," and he will, he kind of starts walking towards the door, seeing like if you want to move out of the way for him to open it.
Good timing.
Sarah will
And
stay
he
where
goes,
she's
"Oh."
at.
He goes and opens it, and inside there you see a big room.
Giant jacuzzi.
You need to switch the other
Mud
one.
wrestling?
Lava?
You see a big
Should have brought it home.
fighting pit. You see it. He goes, "This is the guild's fighting pit. So I was come here to train, blow off steam, sometimes to help settle arguments."
I feel like our group is going to be needing this room a lot.
I mean, I almost think I should just drag my bed down here.
Oh, as Antonio walks by, he's gonna hand Sarah the stone and then the potion and say, you concentrate on this and it sounds like it just gives you a bath, basically." He kind of hands it to her.
Bath? Why would you give this to me? Like, I don't want a bath.
Are you trying to say something?
What are you trying to say?
As the potion guy said to give it to you. Do you want it? I'm more than happy to sell it. I don't care.
I mean, I'll take it, but I don't need a bath right now.
And I'm
So,
just...
super quick question. Hate to interrupt.
Mhm.
Under the items in the inventory, is it just potion of healing that we were given?
Just the regular one.
I think so.
Yeah, just a regular potion. Okay, no, you don't. Actually, the cleansing stone, you don't even have to concentrate. You touch the stone, and it just takes an action to activate it and remove dirt and grime from your garments and your person.
It's only part of the prestidigitation spell. Basically.
It's normally supposed to be a sphere 1 foot in diameter, but this is a mini version.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
Well, he still hands it to her along with the potion and says, "If you want it, take it. If you don't want it, I'll sell it."
Yeah, she'll take it, but she will insist that she doesn't need a bath right now.
Super offended.
Antonio
It's like,
will just...
I don't want this, and
in
I don't
his
need
face-
it, but thank you.
Yeah. In his face, you'll see him just being like, "I don't care. Just take it."
She will tell you thank you.
You're welcome.
Travis, what I'm hearing is job well done. Mission accomplished.
And then he'll make his way over to Torvald and hold out the potion and the amulet to him and be like, "They told me to give these to you."
All right. What is this?
That's
I sniff at the amulet and then I sniff at the potion in that order.
Because, well, the potion's a potion. Heals you. The amulet... I don't do magic, or I don't do magic, but it sounds like it makes your alcohol better. He just kind of shrugs.
Why?
Oh, and I
After
will
Dwarf's
say-
own heart.
Torvald, I will say the amulet smells of old.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
ale-stained wood.
Yeah, that's why I sniffed it. I'm looking at the entry.
Look at the entry now, too, because I'm curious.
Yeah, it smells of old ale-stained wood.
I was looking for like some kind of good items that weren't too crazy, and I was like, this one sounds
No,
perfect for
Well,
Torvald.
especially
Mhm.
especially for a tank too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Middle of a battle,
absolutely
just take a
smell
quick
like gloves
swig and
now.
then go and fight.
Yeah, that sounds super dwarven to me.
Oh, yeah, that's... I'm not saying that it didn't. I'm saying, like, that's perfect.
I should do that without the amulet.
Yeah, right. Now you just get healing from it.
Just like before, it was
Did
just
you
a
find
party.
your gloves?
Huh?
Did you find your gloves?
Oh yeah, I found the
Cool.
gloves. Yeah, they look pretty badass. Thank you.
Yep.
They're actually in the... If you look up thermal gloves, they do have them on there.
Yeah, I had to make them in. A while ago, I
The
tweaked
part
all
of
your
the
guys.
campaign.
I tweaked your guys' character sheets to allow homebrew items
Okay.
because normally they wouldn't show up, but I had to tweak with that. Yeah, I had to put those in the game. Okay. So Matt goes, and if you guys, I mean, unless you guys are wanting to test out our little fight pit right now, you can go ahead and start heading back upstairs.
I'll be honest, I'm tempted to fight Matt.
I was tempted to fight somebody as well.
I'm still a little annoyed about yesterday, and there's the fact that there was no ball pit. But you know, gotta let that go.
Antonio starts making his way out, and then as he's like up the hall, he just waits to see if anybody's following.
Yeah, I go.
Yeah, I follow.
Sarah will be like, okay. And she'll follow.
All right. Escher shrugs and says, "Okay."
he was seeing if anybody wanted to fight.
He was pondering something, but it looked like everybody was ready to move on, so he didn't want to be a hindrance.
Gotcha.
Sounds like we need to call it there. Is what we're agreeing on?
Hold on.
I gotta know like
Or-
another 30 minutes if we can do something.
So you guys get up here, and actually, well, once everybody's up here, once my game stops freezing. So waiting actually in the mess hall when you guys get up here is Kashara. There she is. And Matt lets you guys
Hey, we
know.
found him.
Lets you guys know that Kashara's going to be joining you. She volunteered last night and will be joining you guys as you go to try to find him. And like I said, it's to the south from where you guys, actually to the south, pretty much from the split where you guys met up. Is where he
Yeah,
went
the
from.
fork
So
in the
where-
road.
Where the fork in the road is, he actually just continued south through the forest,
Oh, not on one of the trails.
not on one of the trails.
Okay.
And Neshik lets you guys know that from some information that they had found, that was an area that they had discovered that might be the area that the beetles had come out of.
Hmm. Okay.
And so Jackson was sent to investigate. He volunteered to do it, they say, because he was the newest member, and that was what he wanted to do to try to prove himself, was to see if he could find out where the Beatles might have come from, and also where losing my train of thought. And also to see if if there's anything around there that is going along with these rifts too.
Okie dokie.
All right. When should we head out, y'all? Does anybody need a rest or anything?
I have no plans for the remainder of the day. I'm good to go see what our newest venture is.
I was gonna say, it hasn't been that long since you guys got up and ate and like got your little items and everything. So it's not even reached even like midday yet. So
Well,
leaving now would be
My question
Whoever's
still
ready,
stands.
I'll meet them at Torvald's cart.
Can we take like a 10-minute break?
never.
Ever.
Okay. I'll just shit my pants then.
Should never had that coffee, man.
Sounds like a you
I
problem.
didn't have coffee today.
No, we can go.
Yeah.
We can go ahead and take a break real fast. Yeah.
I will be back. So.
Take about a 10-minute break. Be right back.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, so like you said, we'll be right back. 5-10 minutes.
Just some dumb little game thing.
What is this?
It's Blob Opera. I don't remember where I saw it.
Okay, I'm back. So, Steve,
Huh?
would you have the equipment at home or at work to do that?
Maybe. Part of the problem is it's surface mount, which shouldn't be a big deal. The problem, the question I'm going to have is how much metal I can grab onto with the tip of my soldering iron.
Yeah, it looks pretty small.
Yeah. That
So-
thing would have been wave assembled originally. So maybe. I don't think I have any spare buttons around either.
Like, I have the button.
No, I see the button, but I mean, I don't know if I have any buttons that would work better for assembly that would still fit in whatever. I'm assuming that's your car remote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I apparently have an issue with the this is the second key fob that the lock button has broken. I'm lucky that it's the lock button and not the unlock button.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I can try it when I'm out of the office until after next week. But yeah, I can try it.
Yeah, I'll just have to figure out a time to.
The
drop one
risk
of them.
the risk that I can think of is that I would scorch the plastic of the button.
Yeah. As long as it still works, though.
Well, no, I mean, trying to assemble it,
Yeah.
I might end up melting the plastic housing of the button, which I don't think will affect the innards because I don't think my iron's going to get hot enough to really damage the interior of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm no soldering-ologist.
When you get back.
Soldering-ologist.
Yeah.
I can safely say that I am neither a soldering-ologist nor a Scientologist.
I do have a third remote, but I have to marry it to my car. And
There's
I
a whole
called it.
legal proceeding for that.
And you know, with COVID, you need to have the social distancing for the ritual and all that.
Yeah, I need I need some unicorn tears, the tail of an ox.
Pizza and pudding?
Pizza pudding.
That was a good thing. That wasn't a.
Scary.
That was a.
Mostly for me.
So is everybody back?
Okay, I'll just make up for all the M&Ms that you continually eat out of my stash of stuff.
I think that's everybody.
Okay.
No, maybe not. No, there should be everybody.
Chris, you there?
Yep.
Okay.
He's probably eating the M&Ms out of his wife's stash.
No, I'm eating a cold piece of pizza and then I'm moving on to chocolate pudding.
Pizza pudding. That's where we got it. Okay.
And now we're all caught up.
All right, so you guys were all meeting at Torvald's cart.
Winco. What makes you think Winco would have anything other than beef, chicken, and pork? Winco is not a lamb quality store.
I think we need to stop and talk about this.
I love how the grids don't actually kind of meet up where the
Yeah, I think the map got shifted.
that one got just. Looks like it's just that. No, I think it might be a couple of them.
I
It might
think
be
there's a
that
couple
first,
of them.
that first whole row, but as from what I can tell, the basement, the two basements look fine.
Yeah, you can realign that by turning the grid on temporarily for the entire page and shifting it with the arrow keys. You might have to use the Alt button to do it.
Yeah,
Should be fine.
I'll take care of it next time. Sarah, where are you going?
I'm checking your work.
Oh, why am I up here?
Don't mind me. She's not actually moving. I'm checking the work of if there's any other.
There probably is. Okay, so as far as we know, a couple days south, where Jackson was headed. And we just want to know what happened to him because he should have reported back around the same day that that you guys got here. So he should have been here yesterday. And if he wasn't here, we would have heard. He would have sent a message to us, and we haven't gotten anything.
Well, let's go out and find him.
All right, so Kashara is like, all right, well, let's start going.
Yay.
Was that an actual yay, or was that a yay? Kashara?
That was a yay.
Antonio? Yeah.
Because as you know, I am a huge fan of hers.
I knew it. I so knew it.
But
Okay, well, he knew it though. So
Whatever it is,
Whatever it was, he knew
it was known.
whatever it was.
All right, let's head out.
let's continue on.
Autobots, roll out.
This is the only like non-maps like splash page I have. So back to the map, yay! I need to see if I can get a better one because I'm gonna try to get it from a different site. So you guys are gonna be heading south into the Neverwinter Wood. So just to kind of keep it, so I kind of know, what do you guys have a typical marching order that you guys are thinking of doing most of the time?
I'm usually in the back.
Sarah would be in the middle. This way,
Torvald is
this
in
way,
the-
everyone can at least hear her.
Torvald is in front of his cart.
And what's his cart in front of?
That is not my problem.
His cart's in front of Antonio.
And Escher, where are you?
I'm not too picky. I'll probably be first or second in line.
All right, so we'll do Kishara, Escher, Torvald, his cart. No, actually, because she wants to be in the middle, it'll be Escher, then Sarah, then Torvald. Antonio and Dash. Okay.
You know, D&D logic always seems to make this happen, but there's no reason that we have to be single file.
You don't have to.
Right.
No.
We're not sand people. We're not trying to conceal our numbers.
I know. No, I'm just saying that's about like, it's about that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, obviously the roads are going to be wide enough that you don't have to do single file, but just to have
It
the
just seems like
props.
that's the way it always works with every D&D group. We always seem to
Right.
end up single file.
Let's do a flying V.
Certainly,
Not geese.
certainly when you get up to gallop, that's the best way to breach a defensive line.
Going to be doing. I would like to have. Who wants to, as you're doing this first bit of your trip, who wants to roll a perception check just to keep an eye?
Ooh, pick me.
Yeah, Antonio is always looking out as soon as they leave.
Okay, well, if either if you both want to roll a perception check separately, never mind.
I'll be rolling as well. Just my
Jesus.
nature.
Wow.
Wow.
None of us see jack shit.
Can
I have-
Sarah roll?
I have an excuse.
There we go. Sarah's singing.
Who? I never said she was singing.
you
you
insinuated.
know,
everybody
though.
could hear you.
Yeah.
Whether that be talking or making some noise, you are in the middle, so everybody can hear it. There we
Holy
go.
shit.
She's not singing right now.
No, she's not.
Or either that, or she's singing, "I see something in the woods, it's in the woods."
To be honest, I'm under the impression that Sarah is always singing.
Yeah.
Well, normally she is, but after what happened, she hasn't. She's not quite singing right now. So,
Something's changed in her.
what?
Yeah, she probably got
You
her
guys-
soul stolen by the lack of the ball pit.
Oh my gosh, her voice was stolen.
Yeah.
So you're
Oh
going.
no, and it's in the amulet of an evil octopus woman. Oh no.
That's in the name of Greg.
If we ask
He's
Greg
the evil
nicely,
octopus woman.
if we ask Greg nicely, do you think he will keep it?
In exchange for Sarah's soul.
No. Keep the amulet. You know, because she's
Oh yeah. for
perceptioning
sure.
and she's perceptioning instead of performing, which is better.
She must find true love's first kiss, though.
Yeah, but Greg has no lips.
Good luck.
Ah, there we go. Okay. Is it, because you guys aren't in the guild anymore, I didn't use many pages open.
I would hate to be in the same room with Sarah Nader and her true love.
Now, would this be an opposites attract kind of thing, or would this be
I was
a
just thinking that as I
yeah.
had said it. And I was, after I had said it, I thought, well,
or is it
The
a
other one
kindred
wasn't
spirit
singing.
kind of thing? It almost seems like somebody in the vein of Ellen from Order of the Stick. somebody who has to sing, everything that he's doing and everything that everyone else is doing.
Order of the Stick. I'm not familiar.
Oh no! What have you done? I'll post
What is it?
It's a
Okay,
webcomic.
do that. Talk about it later. So you guys are going throughout your day. Actually, with Sarah, keep an eye out. She doesn't notice anything. Ash, you actually don't notice anything here because you got a pretty good perception. Your day goes fine. You guys actually do get to the split in the road where four of you had met up with Sapphire. And Kashara goes as far as from what he told us, he continued straight south from here through the forest. He didn't continue on any more of the road.
All right. Well, I guess we'll start our investigation there. Let's head on in.
No, not that road, Escher. Stop it.
Escher's down. Escher's already past Waterdeep. He's
I've swum
heading-
out to the wheel.
I'm this way. Why is Mosstone not on this map? I object to your
This is only the
map
north path of it.
selection.
Doesn't go anywhere near south enough.
That brings Escher very much sadness.
Has
Yeah,
Escher seen the
there's-
milestone?
Does Escher also have an affinity
5,000
for
times.
Tinder?
There's no salt marsh.
Salt Marsh is Greyhawk.
Wait, where's Greyhawk?
Greyhawk is an entirely different world.
This is the Sword Coast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
I believe it's in the same world.
Forgotten Realms. Saltmarsh? I don't
Yeah,
recognize. Let me look at my
because it's south of Neverwinter.
the Mirror of Dead Man is south of Neverwinter. That's on here.
Hold on, we can just Google this. It's a super easy solution.
Okay, so I'd say
Everybody roll a Constitution check.
no. So you guys get about. It was mid-afternoon, I would say, that you guys got to the fork in the road. So you guys still have a couple of hours to go through the forest.
It's just north of Mirror Dead Men, so it is on this map, but it's not labeled.
Okay.
It's right here, Salt Marsh.
I'm usually further south than this.
And you guys will settle down for the night once it hits nighttime. Unless you guys want to continue through the forest at night.
Tajaba.
It's up to you.
I don't think that's a smart idea, but I could be outvoted here.
How else will we get attacked if we don't sleep?
Who says you won't get attacked if you don't sleep?
This is another Schrodinger's cat sort of thing.
All I know is Antonio can see in the dark, so he's... he should be okay. But yeah, no, I vote we sleep.
Calm your ass down, please. Gosh.
Whose ass are we calming?
My little girl, she's just running, literally flying.
Shizumi?
Not even kidding.
She doing the zoomies?
Yeah. Did you just take a shit or something? What's going on?
I am speed.
I am the wind. No, come here. Say hello. This thing.
Well, let me bring
Going
it
crazy.
Zoomies.
up. What thing? Oh, hello, kitty.
She hates
Oh,
kisses.
now it's Brandon's face.
Hates kisses.
It's kitty.
Alright. So, go ahead and you guys want to do this.
Hi,
Be
kitty.
free.
Hi, Travis's kitty.
Where's Kitty?
It's hard to see, but she's
Oh,
I say, all I see is a llama.
All I see is
there's a llama with a black spot.
yeah, it's my little it's hard. It's so hard to take a picture or get video of a black cat. So
So
Yeah, she's
you guys set up
tuckered out.
camp.
Yay, camp.
Yeah, I think this is a good stopping point as well. I have to get ready.
I'm okay with that.
If you guys want to play without me, I'm also okay. I don't know how long y'all typically play for.
It does, like, it's a good stopping point because I could get some stuff done for Christmas and go get some shopping done.
Yeah,
Okay.
it might be too early to start doing things without players.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
Well,
I usually don't like
It would kind of depend on
because
my rolling stuff too.
then you get left out of stuff, and yeah, let's not do that yet. Let's wait. That'll be level 4.
Well, at the rate we're going,
Well,
we'll
it
be
is
like by
it
next
is
week.
milestone based, like I said, so depends on
Sarah-
certain points.
Sarah
Yes,
got a lot of
yeah.
XP by kleptomaniacing things.
I never stole anything, okay? I was merely
Could you imagine
examining.
if D&D was like, I don't know, like freaking Fallout rules by you level up of experience by everything you do?
So I will also mention this now that we're so you guys settle down. We'll start up here in should be in 2 weeks as long as everyone's schedule is good with that.
What's the
um,
date for that?
Yeah, that's not gonna
second?
run
2
into
weeks
like
from
a
now.
holiday, right?
No, it's after both holidays.
Oh, it's the second. Okay, yeah, that should be totally fine.
So, like I said, for
I will. That's gonna be an interesting weekend for me, but I'll see what I can do. I can't make any promises for the second, but I'll see what I can do.
If we can just postpone till the week after, right?
No. It's like it's just I have a lot of so I'm supposed to go house sit for my parents that weekend. So I'll see what I can do. I
you
might.
can just bring your computer there.
I could. But yeah, let me see what I can pull together. But yeah, plan for the second. But I will let everyone know. If I
Okay.
can.
Speaking of letting everyone know something, so I had mentioned it to everybody. I think everybody at one point. I'm doing leveling up based on milestones.
Mhm.
That's why, like, for those of you that did the 0 session, once you guys did your first battle, that was leveling up, and then the fall was your level up to 3.
Mhm.
Also, based off of certain things you guys do or don't do, you guys can earn feats. Some of them I might even personalize for your character depending on something you do.
Okay.
And by joining the guild and having that magic spell cast on you and falling and all that, having it officially become into effect for you, at the end of last session, you guys all earned the tough feat.
What does that
Which
do?
instantly
Toughness.
gave you 2 HP per level that you already were, so everyone got 6 HP, and every level after that, you guys get an extra 2 hit points every time you level up.
Oh.
Oh, you already added it too.
Yeah.
Yep,
Sweet.
I did that once everybody had hit level 3. I threw that in because I
That's
figured
what
that
you
most,
meant.
yeah, I had you because
Okay.
I did it to you. I think I actually did it to you before you hit 3 all the way. That's
Yeah.
like, hey, did you happen to see that? No. Okay,
And
don't worry about it.
now that you said it, I do remember seeing tough in there. I didn't even pay any mind though. But yeah, I was looking at my items. I was like, what the fuck did he give me?
Sorry. My wife was asking which thing we're making for dinner. Yeah, so everyone earned
Cool.
feet, so that's because you guys, because that part happened to you.
Yay.
And
but
I just
depending on
want. Oh, go for it.
Okay, yeah, like I said, depending on some of the quests you guys do, depending on how you guys decide to finish them, or depending on how sometimes you guys seem to be doing it with certain aspects of the campaign, I might even homebrew some custom feats for you guys
Cool.
for your own personal selves.
I want to let the party know of some things I can do for them. I already mentioned one, enlarge and reduce, but I also have identify and detect magic if that comes into play in the future.
Excellent.
If it comes into play.
Antonio has a
I do
rapier.
need a,
And
for,
of
for
armor.
identify, I do need a pearl worth
Sure.
100 gold pieces and an owl feather. I mean, maybe it's just an owl feather worth 100 gold pieces.
That's an expensive owl.
Really fucking expensive owl.
And Escher. Escher is a turtle.
Sarah can entertain you guys very well.
Nah,
Oh,
I don't know about
and
that one.
With I just realized this, but with my the scroll, my path is like of the scroll, so I can actually cast my ritual spells as if I didn't cast it as a ritual. So I don't have to take the extra 10 minutes to cast my ritual spells.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Nice.
So it's essentially they're just free spells for me now.
That ritual mechanic was a good addition to the game.
It
I like that.
was. I was shocked that they gave me like an additional feat that just eliminates that. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, it seems a little overpowered, but that's okay. Cool.
What class are you again?
I'm a mage, but with the new Tasha,
He's a wizard.
or yeah, a wizard. Sorry, fuck.
There you go.
Thank you. There's like 5 mage types in this game. Yeah, but I'm of the scroll or
Hurry up and get,
something like that.
get to
Order-
Tug. I want to
Order
see
of
Tug's profile.
scribes.
What was it? Order of what?
Scribes.
Yes, Order of Scribes. Thank you. It's the new one for the Tasha. So I don't specialize in any particular spell, but what I do specialize in is like my schematics and my scrolls. So I thought it was pretty fitting. I didn't just like memorize shit. All
When
right.
you cast
Well,
your
I am
wizard
out of
spell
here.
with a
Okie
spell
dokie.
slot, you can temporarily
ya.
replace the damage type with a type that appears in another spell in your book.
Oh, yeah.
That-
That's also why I wanted to get Chromatic Orb up and running.
Oh,
Oh,
that has to be the
shit.
same. When you cast
Y-
this
yes.
wizard spell as a ritual, you can use the spell's normal casting time rather than adding 10 minutes to do it. Once you...
Steve.
Oh, you can only use
I
it
can
once per
only
long
hear
ride.
so many things
Yeah.
at once. I hear you saying
Oh,
my
okay.
name, but I can't hear anything else. What do you want?
Installing an update of 123 gigabytes.
Almost like I told
No.
almost like I told you.
It's how much? 100 gigabytes for an update?
It's for flight.
123 gig.
Yeah, it's for
That
flight.
is
That's for-
insane.
It's-
Not
That's
really.
more than the Cyberpunk game
well,
Not
it-
really. Like,
with
it's...
its updates.
Yeah, it's flight simulator. So
Yeah.
we warned him.
It makes sense, but Jesus Christ, I'm so
Yeah.
glad I deleted the rest of that shit.
Wow.
Ooh, I like Tug.
That's shocking. Okay, I'm out here, y'all.
Yeah.
I gotta get going.
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
Later.
bye.
Thank you so much for the game, dude.
Of course.
Yeah, that guy's all
Sure.
shell. All shell,
Tug.
and I imagine something else, something that he probably built on top of it. Reminds me of that.
Definitely Artificer.
Wastelander from the Wasteland. It's carrying that huge pack. It's like a story tall.
What'd you say, Tom?
Got big Artificer vibes just from the
Oh
picture.
yeah.
Order of Scribes? What? I don't... What?
Wait.
I'm missing
Oh, I
something.
forgot one guy. Whoops, hold on. Just realized.
Character reference. Oh!
And I don't know if anybody noticed, one of the characters I put on there, you guys don't have a name for it because no one was ever told her name.
I don't remember names anyway.
Neither do I.
As it is, having 2 turtle friends is going to be a real bitch.
Forgot about him. There we go. Got him on there.
Well, I mean, she did just kind of slap Matt and then fuck off, so...
Right.
Which Sarah likes her.
Oh, Antonio's a fan. Just gone.
I want to see Torvald become Torvald Elephant Rider.
It's
I'm
either
waiting
that
for
or
the
Turtle
day.
Rider. I haven't started laying the groundwork for Turtle Rider yet, but I'm working on it. I have a plan.
How I can attach that spell to him or the spell revealing ring because it's a so Tug Tug is an artificer. He infused that ring with the thing for him.
Mm-hmm. The other reason that I had that guess was because I looked up the item and I was like, artificer item. Ah. And then I saw the picture and I was like, oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, yep.
Man, I'm wishing I had started this update when we were playing.
Sucks to be you. You should go turn off your daughter's iPad. Just steal it from her.
She has left the house, so the only thing that's on our Wi-Fi right now is my phone.
Well,
So,
she
no,
left
it's- I'm
she
not
left
even
the
on Wi-Fi.
house, but does that
Yeah.
mean that her iPad isn't connected to anything?
Right.
She doesn't have an iPad. It's just her phone.
Oh, okay.
Or you should go turn her phone off.
She probably
She has
an
her
iPad.
phone.
Yeah, you should do it anyway. Just to be
you
sure.
should. Remote.
Remote shutdown.
Yeah. I wish.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna get ready so I can go take care of some stuff then.
Okay, bye.
Yep.
Have a good
Later,
one.
guys. It was fun.
Cyberpunk.
I wish.
Have a good one, everybody.
See ya.
See ya.
Alright, you too.
Alright, so that's it for this week. That was a little bit shorter of a session than we did last time, but tends to happen. I'm gonna be the absolute next thing would be Sunday next weekend. We have Organized Chaos. Keep an eye on Twitter for raid updates and other streams and all that stuff. Can't really. Yes, in a week. I know, Zelda. It's crazy. But yeah, so yeah, I'll keep Twitter updated on if I'm doing any raid stuff or anything like that. Because I don't really plan that shit ahead. We get an idea of who's gonna play in the Discord, and then I post it up once I know. But if I decide to stream just other weekly bullshit, I'll post that as well. But either keep an eye on Twitter or turn on notifications for streams. Those are the two best ways to find out. But until then, everybody have a good one. And I'll